label it a must. I really would. You think, 3-5 record, must win. It is. I mean, if the Bengals have any prayer of staying alive, keeping their playoff hopes alive, winning the division, as you said, Dan, a division that is kind of bunched up. Nobody is running away with it. Everybody in the National Football League, in fact, has at least one loss. The playoffs are still within reach. It's not a pipe dream. And the Cincinnati Bengals, if they can get it done today against the Chicago Bears, will find themselves in a good spot when they wake up tomorrow morning. The Bears' defense is aggressive. They take the ball away. 16 takeaways, best in the NFL, plus 8 turnover ratio, best in the NFL. The Bengals are going to have to take care of the football. Joe Flacco has done a phenomenal job of that since he's been here quarterbacking the Cincinnati Bengals. He has not turned it over with a fumble. He has not thrown an interception. Ball security is a big deal to him. He understands the definition, the meaning of it. He understands how important it is to win football games. In the last 2 seasons, when the Bengals have scored 38 points or more, they're 1-3. It's still, that amazes me. That's stunning. You score 38 points, you win 1 out of 4 football games? That's unacceptable. Over the first 56 seasons of the Bengals franchise existence, they're 54-4 when they score 38 points or more. That's more like it. That's what should happen when you put those kind of points on the board. So bottom line is the defense has to play better. The defense has to hold the opponent down in terms of points scored. Give up yards grudgingly. Don't allow them don't be a sieve in the red zone. Don't allow touchdowns to occur. Make them have to turn the ball over on down. Same thing, make them have to settle for field goals. That's going to be the big key today. I think the biggest key in this football game is the running game. Can the Bengals run the football? Chase Brown is running it well. Samaje Perine is a great support system. He can do everything and anything. Run it, catch it, pass protect. It's going to be a big, big factor today. Can they stop the Chicago Bears from controlling the game on the ground? That's going to decide this football game, I think, Dan.
Lap, during the pregame show, you wondered whether the offense or the defense would be announced to the fans prior to the game. The answer, the offense, and there was a huge roar when Joe Flacco was announced as the Bengals starting quarterback.
And he's got to love that, Dan. 18 years in the league. He's seen it all. He's experienced everything there is to experience. But the reason he's out there right now is he loves to compete. Joe Flacco is the ultimate competitor, the consummate competitor. He wants to win football games. He wants to win a bunch of football games.
He has played brilliantly in the last 3 weeks since being picked up from the Cleveland Browns. We'll see if he can do it again today and if the Bengals can get what we are calling a crucial potential win if they can beat the Bears at Paycor Stadium. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the coin toss and the start of today's game in just a moment here on the Bengals Radio Network.
Bengals fans, a limited number of single-game tickets are available for all home games this season.
Be part of one of the most exciting atmospheres in sports. There is nothing like experiencing Bengals football live in Paycor Stadium.
Avoid those high fees on the secondary market. Go to Bengals.com/tickets and grab your seats before they're gone. Come rule the jungle with us. Hooray!
Great coaches don't get buried in paperwork. They develop players. But many managers spend less than 10% of their time coaching teams. That's why the Cincinnati Bengals leave all things HR to Paycor. Paycor's HR and payroll software handles it all, from recruiting and onboarding to compliance and payroll, so leaders can drive business results. Just like the Bengals coaches here at Paycor Stadium, your manager should be coaching, not switching between disconnected HR systems. Learn more at Paycor.com.
The International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 18, provides workers with the skills contractors need to ensure quality, efficiency, and safety on their work sites, while contractors create vital job opportunities for Local 18 members. That's why Local 18 works hand in hand with Ohio's contractors to ensure employers and workers can prosper together. In fact, Local 18 and Ohio's large contractor organizations often collaborate because there is more that unites us than divides us. We're union strong. Visit us at oe18.org and go Bengals.
MVG's giving away a Ford F-150 on December 27th. You could drive into 2026 in a new truck or grab $35,000 in cash. Get a free entry each day you card in. Plus, you can earn more. December 27th, one winner picks the truck for $35,000.
Must be 21. Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-589-9966, or visit org.ohio.gov. Ready to take a break? Visit timeoutohio.com.
It is Salute to Service Sunday here at Paycor Stadium. Our national anthem just beautifully performed by Sergeant Simone Williams. One of my favorite traditions every year is on Salute to Service Sunday when the Bengals players are introduced and they run out to the middle of the field accompanied by an active member of the U.S. military.
I agree, Dan. It's an emotional thing for me. Both my grandfathers, my dad, all of them served in the military in some capacity, Marines, Army, Navy. God bless America. That's what it's all about.
Amen to that. And prior to the national anthem, we had a moment of silence at Paycor Stadium today for the late, great Bob Trumpy, who passed away this morning at the age of 80. He will be remembered as one of the greatest Bengals of all time. An original Bengal in the first year of the franchise's history after being a 12th-round draft pick, played in multiple Pro Bowls, and went on to make the Pro Football Hall of Fame as a broadcaster in Canton. We will miss the legendary Bob Trumpy. The captains have gathered at midfield, and let's listen in to today's coin toss.
Okay, gentlemen, welcome to game day. Good luck to both teams. Today's coin, NFL Shield is heads, the T-side is tails. NFL Shield heads, the T-side tails. Chicago, you're the visiting team, it is your choice.
Tails.
Tails. Tails is the call. It is tails, you win the toss.
I want to defer.
Defer, you want the ball?
Yes.
Which way you want to kick?
Kick this way.
Okay, just like that. Chicago wins the toss, elects to defer their choice in the second half, and the Bengals will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
Veteran safety Kevin Byard was the person who got the coin toss right for the Chicago Bears. They win the toss. They elect to defer, and we'll see how that aching AC joint looks for Joe Flacco when the Bengals get the ball to begin the game.
Oh, Joe Flacco has the energy that Ted Karras does, man. He sprinted off the football field to the sideline. Ted Karras is ready to roll, man. He's ready to play against the Chicago Bears. I think Joe Flacco is as well. And opening kickoff, as always, is presented by Altifiber.
The Bengals wearing black jerseys, black pants with orange stripes, orange socks, and the iconic orange tiger striped helmets today. They are 4-1 in this color combo over the years. The Chicago Bears wearing white jerseys, navy pants, navy helmets with the red wishbone C for Chicago on each side. Their uniforms also feature the letters GSH on the shoulder, not for somebody who recently passed away, but for legendary coach George S. Halas, who led the Bears to 6 NFL titles. It's similar to what the Bengals do with the autograph of Paul Brown on the inside of the collar.
Absolutely. 2 legendary coaches that are bricks of the foundation of the National Football League.
Cairo Santos getting ready to kick it off. Charlie Jones and Samaje Perine back to return for Cincinnati on this cool gray day in the Queen City. The temperature at 49 degrees, gray skies overhead. We had rain this morning. It does not look like we are going to get any more during the course of the game. Not much wind to speak of, gusting up to about 6 miles an hour. This kick launched high and deep. Charlie Jones catches at the 1 and sprints up the middle of the field. He's to the 20,
Nice.
the 30. It's him versus the kicker. Jones down the sideline. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown!
Unreal.
Charlie Jones with his second kick return touchdown of his NFL career. He does a jungle jump into the crowd, and the Bengals have scored 11 seconds into the game.
That is incredible. 11 seconds, and the Bengals have 7 on the board. Once Money Mac kicks this extra point, the Chicago Bears are stunned. They're like walking around in slow motion, looking at each other like, what the hell just happened? The Bengals put it to them on the opening kickoff.
Charlie Jones with 2 kick return touchdowns and 1 punt return touchdown in his NFL career.
Amazing.
That was a 98-yard run back. Here comes the PAT. It is up. It is good. 7-0 Cincinnati. And Lapp, that is the first time the Bengals have taken one back for a score since the NFL changed the kickoff rules and went to this dynamic kickoff format.
Yeah, and, normally you kick it down in the end zone, you get it at the 35-yard line. So now teams want to kick it high, real high trajectory, and let it come down on the field of play inside the 10-yard line, hopefully inside the 5-yard line, and make them have to return it. Well, that one wasn't, the hang time wasn't great, and the coverage was a little bit slow as a result of that. They didn't get down there quickly enough, and Charlie Jones made them pay.
That 98-yard run back makes it 7-0 Cincinnati, 11 seconds in. Those details brought to you by ProLink. Together, ProLink will help you find your next job. Apply at ProLinkWorks.com. So, now it's Evan McPherson's turn, and waiting to run it back for the Bears is a guy who has 2 kick return touchdowns in his career. 2-time Pro Bowler Devin Duvernay. Josh Blackwell also back around the goal line for Chicago.
Charlie Jones still getting all kinds of congratulations from his teammates as he's sitting on the bench trying to catch his breath. I mean, that sprint like that, 98 yards, and he came across the football field a little bit as well. He covered a lot of real estate. Charlie Jones a little bit tired, but he's a happy guy.
Here's a high kind of pooch kick toward the corner, fielded around the 4 by Duvernay. He's to the 20, toward the middle of the field at the 25. No touchdown for the Bears.
Right.
Devin Duvernay will make it to the 27 and get gang tackled there. Tyson Anderson, Cincinnati's great coverage man, leading the way on the kick coverage team.
Boy, that's the difference in total yards is phenomenal. The Bengals 98 and the Chicago Bears have 27, and it's all because of kick returns, obviously, but that all goes into the total yardage for the game.
Kyle Monangai starts at running back for the Bears today. DeAndre Swift is out. Caleb Williams, the first pick in last year's draft, catches a shotgun snap. Fires a pass over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to whip it to tight end Cole Kmet. Dax Hill in coverage, and it's 2nd and 10.
Boy, if the defense could respond in kind to what the kickoff return team did, take the opening kickoff, 11 seconds, put points on the board, get a 3-and-out. Get a 3-and-out, set the offense up with decent field position. That would be outstanding.
If this were a night game and the stadium lights went out, we would be able to see Kyle Monangai from his shoes. They are fluorescent orange.
Yep.
He is the running back to the right of Caleb Williams on 2nd and 10. They toss it to him to the right. Monangai makes it to the 32 for a 5-yard gain. Tackled by T.J. Slayton, and it's 3rd and 5 for the Bears.
3rd and 5. In comes the nickel pass rush. We got Osai coming into the football game, as well as Chris Jenkins coming into the football game. A couple of defenders check out, put some heat on the quarterback. And as we know, the Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams is a guy that you have to control. You have to keep him in the pocket. Don't let him tuck it and run.
You can get to him because he holds the ball for a long time.
Yep.
Third down and 5 for the Bears. Williams has his hands out in front of his chest, stomps the left foot, catches the shotgun snap, quick pass over the middle, caught for a first down, and Zacchaeus makes it up to the 41-yard line before being tackled by Miles Murphy.
Bengals ran a little bit of a zone blitz. They dropped Joseph Osai out of there. They had 5 men up. Every offensive lineman for the Chicago Bears was covered. They ended up rushing 4 and dropping 7 into coverage. Caleb Williams deciphered it and hit his receiver over the middle.
A 9-yard gain to Olamide Zacchaeus. First and 10 Chicago at the 41. Now a tight end. Kmet moves under center, tosses it left to Caleb Williams, throws it backward to Kmet. Now he throws a pass that's caught at the Cincinnati 45-yard line by Rome Odunze. How about that call?
Yeah, they ran the old double pass.
Snap it to a tight end.
Yeah.
Throw it to a quarterback. Throw it back to the tight end, and he passes the ball.
And the tight end had to be behind the line of scrimmage, backward pass.
All right, the Bears just tried to snap it quickly, clearly thinking that might not have been a catch.
Right.
And the Bengals have thrown the red challenge flag.
Right. And the Bengals sideline immediately, coaches, players, everybody was signaling he trapped it. That was not a completed pass.
Cincinnati is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed catch.
All right, Cleek.
While they do the replay review, we'll take a timeout. 12:58 left in the first quarter. It is 7-0 Cincinnati thanks to a kick return touchdown.
Save big money in your next project with help from Menards. Update your home with Peyton Vinyl Plank Flooring. It's waterproof and durable, making it perfect for active
All right, Cleek.
While they do the replay review, we'll take a timeout. 12:58 left in the first quarter. It is 7-0 Cincinnati thanks to a kick return touchdown by Charlie Jones. This is the Bengals Radio Network.
.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Our Kendrick Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Tri-State Power Sports, your CF Moto dealer. Visit their location behind KFC in Canonsburg, Kentucky. Pollock's Jewelers, professional service with a personal touch. 913 Winchester Avenue in Ashland. Phone 606-324-3197. Car Stuff, time to upgrade your ride. Remote starters, window tint, stereo installs, and more. Visit Car Stuff, 3450 US Route 60 in Huntington. Capital Midland football wraps up their regular season this Friday. Listen to the game on your new home for the Knights, 927 and 985 The Planet. The Knights are on the road this Friday, matching up against Parkersburg South. Capital Midland Knights football on 927 and 985 The Planet is presented by Marshall Orthopedics. Get ready for hard-fought battles and unforgettable plays that keep the excitement going through the final whistle. The Knights play here, 927-985 The Planet Rocks. Capital Midland football from Kendrick Communications.
Your home for the Bengals. Never quit on 3. 1, 2, 3. Never quit. Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340. Kentucky's sports station. Let's go.
Louis, Missouri.
Well, for the third time this year, the Cincinnati Bengals have successfully used the red challenge flag. That catch for a 14-yard gain by Rome Odunze has been overturned. He was juggling the ball as he went to the ground, did not control it cleanly, and as a result, it's 2nd and 10. The Bears at their own 41 instead of being in Bengals territory.
And now, interesting, what will the Chicago Bears do? What will Ben Johnson, what will the Bears offensive coordinator Declan Doyle do? Second and long. They're going to run the football, and they know they need to get their running game established, get some continuity in that running game, or will they have Caleb Williams continue to throw the ball on early downs on first and second down?
I wonder if that last trick play had an interesting name, because he had one in Detroit last year called Stumble Bum that worked for a touchdown. 2nd and 10 from the 41. Williams fakes a handoff to Manungai, throws downfield, and it is incomplete. Intended for Odunze, Excellent coverage by DJ Turner, who is playing as well as any corner in the NFL. He helped to break it up, and it's 3rd and 10.
I agree with your assessment there, Dan. Turner is playing at an extremely high level as the number one cover corner. And basically Al Golden saying, you're my eraser. Go neutralize the best receiver they have on the football field. He's also tackling at a very high rate. He is not missing any tackle.
That was his 14th pass defense this year. Number 1 in the NFL. Travis Homer checks in at running back. On 3rd down and 10, Caleb Williams forced to scramble. He is in trouble and sacked by Joseph Osai. There's a penalty flag down on the play.
Oh, boy, they call him holding down the football field on the Bengals.
Looks that way.
Yeah. The line judge is pointing to a guilty party down there, so it looks like he saw a hold. But the ball, the quarterback still behind the line of scrimmage or in the pocket? Those are going to be discussed as well.
Illegal contact, defense number 44. It's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Unfortunate for Demetrius Knight Jr. He had an illegal contact, illegal chuck. He basically attacked a receiver illegally coming off the line of scrimmage, and it's the big tight end Komet.
Yeah, it was too far down the field when he chucked him.
Got to be in the 5-yard area.
Gives the Bears a first down at the 46 and wipes out a sack for Joseph Osai. Williams rolls left, throws, caught on the run by DJ Moore. He's inside the Cincinnati 40 and tackled at the Bengals 38 by Geno Stone.
One thing that the coaches wanted was cleaner play. So far, that's not been the case for the Bengals defense. The offense hasn't even taken a snap yet, but defensively, too many penalties. You know, that's been an Achilles heel for the team so far this season. They're not starting out very well today.
Ozzie Trapillo checks in as a 6th offensive lineman. He does this frequently for Chicago. Lines up next to the right tackle, so overloaded in that direction. It's a run up the middle for Manungai, and he picks up 9 yards to the Cincinnati 29-yard line, tackled by Oren Burks.
Man, Manungai, nothing fancy there. Just, okay, we're going to line up in a heavy formation, multiple tight ends. You're going to load the box, and we're going to see who's better. Who's going to come off the line of scrimmage and control it. And straight dive, picked up way too many.
2nd down and 1 after that 9-yard run by the rookie out of Rutgers, Kyle Manungai. Moore goes in motion. They fake to him. Williams throws back to him. Caught by DJ Moore. 3 blockers in front. He's to the 20, 15, 10, and brought down at the 10-yard line by Geno Stone.
Well, with Moore's reception there inside the 10-yard line, the Bears are now in the red zone. In fact, they're in the low red zone. And they have answered. The Bengals got some early juice, some early adrenaline with a 98-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, but the Chicago Bears have not panicked. They've kept their poise, and they said, let's get back to work.
The drive kept alive by that penalty on Demetrius Knight. It is 1st and goal from the 10. Komet goes in motion. It's a handoff to the right. Manungai cuts it back toward the middle, and he picks up about 2.5. Tackled between the 7 and the 8. Miles Murphy got to Kyle Manungai first.
Let's see if the Bengals defense can respond. They're all during the course of the week. You have your regular offensive game plan and regular defensive game plan you work on against each other, and then you have your red zone and low red zone offensive and defensive game plans. Let's see what the Bengals have figured out during the course of the week.
The Bears have a 6th offensive lineman, Trapillo, and 2 tight ends in the game. 2nd down and goal from about the 7.5. Caleb Williams drops straight back, looking into the end zone, now forced to scramble, running away from Chris Jenkins. He'll try to run, and he's down to the 5, the 3, and taken out of bounds short of the goal line. Demetrius Knight saves the touchdown for now. It's 3rd and goal.
And you got to be careful on that sideline. Make sure if you're going to sling him to the ground that the contact started in the field of play. And the reason Caleb Williams had to run, the field is short, it's compressed. The coverage was outstanding. There was nobody that was open. One of his receivers, Roma Dunze, slipped as he was coming out of his break. Nowhere to throw the ball.
The ball is spotted right at the 3-yard line. 3rd down and goal from the 3. Williams under center. Manungai back at the 11 as the lone running back. They give it to Manungai, charging straight ahead. Demetrius Knight is there, and he makes the tackle at the 2-yard line.
So 4th down. What do the Bears do? I think they kick a field goal. I think you're going to get points on the board. They could try to draw the Bengals offside, line up and go hard count and try to get somebody in the neutral zone or making contact with a Chicago Bear before the snap of the football.
Again, the 6th offensive lineman checks in. Ozzie Trapillo.
Looks like they're going.
4th down and goal from the 2. Caleb Williams will be in the gun. One receiver out to each side of the formation. It is a reverse, then a flip back to DJ Moore. He throws a pass for the quarterback, and it's caught in the end zone by Caleb Williams.
Boy, he was all by his lonesome. Somebody broke down there. Somebody broke coverage for Al Golden. I mean, Caleb Williams, he handed the football off, and then he went out in a route. He just ran a flat route, and one of the defensive backs just totally lost track of Caleb Williams, and you can't have that on 4th down in the low red zone.
The first handoff went to Roma Dunze. Then he flipped it backward to a fellow wide receiver, DJ Moore, and he tossed the ball to the wide-open quarterback, Caleb Williams, for the touchdown. A couple of trick plays on the opening drive for the Chicago Bears, and the PAT by Santos is good to tie the game at 7. Caleb Williams hasn't thrown a touchdown pass in a couple of weeks, but he just caught one.
How about it?
To tie the game. We have a timeout with 8:44 remaining here in the first quarter. 7-7 is the...
Join us for an unforgettable conversation with Javier Zamora, the New York Times best-selling author of Salido, coming to Huntington's Joan C. Edward Playhouse as part of the Masters of Martial Distinguished Speaker Series on Thursday, November 6th at 7:30 p.m. His memoir tells the story of an unaccompanied 9-year-old boy on his journey from a small town in El Salvador to the United States to reunite with his parents. For tickets, call the Martial Artist Series at 304-696-6656 or visit Ticketmaster.com. Sponsored by Kindred Communications.
Hi, I'm Nori, and over the years, my mother and I have opened our homes to those who need it most, and it's been so rewarding. I bet you didn't know that some adults who have unfortunately been mistreated need a place to call home in West Virginia. It happens more than you know. They may have some physical or mental limitations, and they need your help. Everyone deserves a place to call their own. I can tell you from my experience, it's worth it.
If you have an open heart and want to open your home, Adult Family Care may be the right fit for you. Call the Department of Human Services and ask to speak to an Adult Family Care Home Finder at 304-269-6820. Sponsored by the West Virginia Department of Human Services, the West Virginia Broadcasters Association, and this station. This project is supported by the Administration for Community Living, ACL, of the United States, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, as part of a financial assistance award totaling $1,227,345, with 100% funded by ACL HHS. The contents are those of the authors and do not necessarily represent the official views of, nor an endorsement by ACL HHS or the U.S. government.
Touchdown! Bengals!
Hi, this is Matt Jones. You're listening to Ashland's home for Kentucky Sports Radio, Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340, Kentucky Sports Station.
7-7 the score. 8:44 left in the first quarter here at Paycor Stadium. The Bengals have not run an offensive play yet. They returned the opening kick 98 yards for a touchdown. The Bears answered with a 12-play 73-yard TD drive. So we're even at 7. Charlie Jones returned the opening kick for a score. He is not back there for the second kickoff. Instead, it's Samaje Perine and rookie Taj Brooks. Not sure if Charlie strained something on that 98-yard TD or hurt himself when he jumped into the stands, but he's not back there for the second kick.
I wonder if he caught a cramp potentially. It's not hot, but he may have cramped up a little bit.
Here's a low mortar of a kick taken at the 7 by Perine. Runs to the 20, 25, 30, running to the 35, nice. 40, and 45-yard line. 2 kickoffs, 2 great runbacks for the Bengals. A touchdown by Charlie Jones, and now a run back to the 45-yard line by Samaje Perine.
And Darren Simmons, Bengals special teams coach, is excited. I mean, that's good stuff right there. 2 kickoff returns, to put those kind of yards together and give your team great field position twice, that's big time.
We can officially say that Joe Flacco is the starting quarterback. We get that definitive answer midway through the first quarter. Cincinnati's first play, a handoff. Chase Brown, big hole, right side. Nice. He'll run for a first down as the former Illinois star goes for a 12-yard run on his first carry against the Chicago Bears.
And Orlando Brown, excited, clapping his hands, looking at the sideline at Dan Pitcher, or he's up in the blocks, but Zach Taylor saying, let's go. Let's run the football. Nothing fancy. Straight dive, downhill. Pound the Bears.
The Bengals have averaged more than 160 rushing yards in their last 2 games after really struggling to run the ball prior to that. Now out of a pistol formation, it's a handoff to Samaje Perine, and Samaje picks up 5 yards. Safety Jaquan Brisker making the stop. Back-to-back good running plays for Cincinnati to begin the day offensively.
Yeah, and the Chicago Bears, man, they had the ball on that 12-play, 70-whatever-yard touchdown drive, 8 minutes and 33 seconds. I mean, you talk about ball control, possessing the clock, eating the clock. The Chicago Bears did a hell of a job on that touchdown drive.
Chase Brown back in, 2nd down and 5 at the Chicago 38. Out of a pistol formation, Flacco will look to throw for the first time. Slant, caught by T. Higgins, runs out of an ankle tackle. He's at the 20, far sideline, 15,
nice.
And knocked out of bounds there. Brisker and Stevenson combined to make the stop. Flacco's first pass of the day goes for a 24-yard gain.
He did a great job. They had a free runner coming at him, but it was to his front side. He saw it and got rid of the football. And T. Higgins kept his knee off the ground.
The runner was down by contact at the 27-yard line.
They're going to take a look
First
at that.
Down there.
T. Higgins went down to a knee, and did the knee hit the ground? He kind of righted himself by putting his right hand on the ground, and he felt like that. He kept himself
on the game clock.
He kept himself from being down by contact, but the official said, no, that's not the case.
So making an 11-yard gain on the pass to T. Higgins, and the Bengals have it 1st and 10 at the 27 of Chicago.
That was a good call. He was down with his hand on the ground and his knee on the ground as well.
And Tyreek Stevenson will get credit for a solo tackle on that play.
He touched him down.
7:20 left, first quarter, 7-7 the score. Cincinnati driving to the 27-yard line. Chase Brown is the running back. Drew Sample goes in motion. Flacco is under center. The 40-year-old QB with a long count takes the snap, pivots right, hands it off to Chase Brown. This time he's tackled after a 1-yard run by Odangbo. Dio Odangbo making the stop, 2nd and 9.
Old Bengal friend, former Bengal Andrew Billings, man, he shot a gap, and he looked like a cannon, not a cannonball. He looked like the whole cannon was coming through the gap. Billings is one big human being, and the Chicago Bears are being very, very aggressive. They are attacking gaps against the Bengals up front. Dennis Allen is being aggressive.
2nd and 9 at the 26 of Chicago. Jamar Chase motions from right to left and lines up in the slot. Flacco hands it off. Chase Brown running straight ahead, gets pushed from behind by one of his offensive linemen and tackled at the 23 by a former Bengal, Andrew Billings, a former 4th-round draft pick by Cincinnati, still going strong in his 9th NFL season.
And the crowd's getting a little antsy, a little angst with 2 consecutive running plays that weren't very successful in terms of yards gained, moving the Chicago Bears off the line of scrimmage. They want to see Joe Flacco uncork one.
The Bengals will go with an empty backfield. 3 receivers out to the left, 2 out to the right. Higgins and Chase both out to the left. Flacco back to throw. Short pass caught on the run and then dropped by Chase Brown. And that's unfortunate because he had running room. It would have easily been a first down, and it might have been much more.
Exactly, Dan. I think he might have split 2 defenders and could have potentially scored, but moot point, because it didn't happen. He was lined up. He was the wide. It was a close formation. Everybody was bunched up. He was the widest receiver off the line of scrimmage to the right side of the formation. Ran a little crossing route, dropped the football.
The Bengals will settle for a 41-yard field goal attempt for Evan McPherson from the right hash. Wagner ready to snap it. Rico ready to hold it. Money Mac 11 for 13 this year. Here comes his right-footed kick. It is perfect.
Nice.
And the Bengals are in front, 10-7.
12 for 14. That dog will hunt.
Especially when one of the misses was from 67 yards.
Right.
And the other one was from 56.
He's crushing it.
We have a timeout with 5:41 left in the first quarter. It is 10-7 Cincinnati. This is the Bengals Radio Network.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
5 divided by 3 is 166.7%. So Fifth Third Bank makes banking a Fifth Third better by protecting you and your money with Smart Shield. Like the Bengals defense protects their end zone. We blitz hackers with threat blocking. We run audibles with alerts. And we've always got a free safety roaming around with 24/7 monitoring. So when you want a great defense, you want Fifth Third. This is banking a Fifth Third better. Visit 53.com/SmartShield for more information, including product restrictions and details. Deposit and credit products provided by Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Skyline's new chicken chili is here. Now you can enjoy that legendary Skyline taste with a new protein option. Come try Skyline's new chicken chili on Wade's, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites, including chicken chili Cholitos. When you taste it, you're gonna love it. So come try Skyline's new chicken chili today. It's a tasty new way to enjoy your Skyline time. Now available at participating Skyline restaurants.
It's okay, Daddy's here. Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. Josh Allen beat Daddy's team and really went off. When the game ends, Daddy's ranking will fall. And jerk-faced Bill will win Fantasy League trophy and all.
Hon, have a Snickers.
Thanks.
And maybe take a break from the league chat.
You're distracted when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Bengals are a game and a half out of first place in the AFC North. The first place Pittsburgh Steelers playing as a home underdog today against the 7-1 Indianapolis Colts, and the Colts have jumped out to a 7-0 lead.
Well, the Colts are playing great football.
Incredible.
Man, every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. They're running the football down people's throats. They're being very, very physical and attacking people and getting after them right away. I mean, taking early leads.
Bengals up 10-7 here at Paycor Stadium. This kickoff will be fielded by Duvernay at the 5. Running to the 20 on the far side numerals. Looks to cut it back, and Jordan Battle is there to wrap him up around the waist and tackle him at the 25-yard line.
When you come to a complete stop as a kickoff returner, that's a no-go. That's a cardinal sin. Darren Simmons hates when return guys, either kickoff or punt returners, come to a complete stop and try to restart. It takes a lot of energy and momentum to get going again.
Ball officially spotted at the 26, so that's where this drive will begin for Chicago. Bears went 73 yards to score a touchdown on their first drive, thanks to a big penalty. It's 3rd and 10. The Bengals got a sack, and a 5-yard penalty against Demetrius Knight extended the drive.
Too bad.
Caleb Williams waits for the shotgun snap. The second-year QB out of USC tosses it left. Manungai with blockers in front to the 35, and he is tackled close to the 40 by Demetrius Knight.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Al Golden is staying with his aggressive defensive posture. He had Dax Hill blitzing off the edge. He actually blitzed inside of the defensive end. Defensive end went upfield, had contained. Dax Hill inside, getting after it.
13 yards on that run for Manungai. 1st and 10 from the 39. Double tight ends in for Chicago. Adunze goes in jet motion. They fake a handoff. Williams looking to throw. Under pressure. The Bengals ran right by him. Williams takes off, gets away from a possible tackle, and he runs for a first down into Bengals territory and out of bounds at the 48-yard line. DJ Turner eventually making the stop.
DJ Turner finalized, but Dax Hill missed. He was the Bengal defender that missed on Williams, who's a very talented runner of the football, good-sized quarterback that has tremendous footwork.
13 yards on that scramble. 1st and 10 for Chicago. Williams takes off and runs up the middle of the field to the 40, goes into a feet-first slide near the first down marker. There's a penalty flag down at the line of scrimmage.
I guess they might. It's right in front of the Chicago Bears bench at the 48-yard line. The penalty flag you referenced. Now they're talking about it a little bit.
The Bears are walking backward.
Good.
Illegal shift, offense. Number 2 was moving at the time of the snap. It's a 5-yard penalty, previous spot, replay, first down.
So that wipes out about a 10-yard run up the middle of the field for Caleb Williams, who already has a touchdown catch in this game. On a 4th down, go for it, 4th and goal from the 2 play, he caught a touchdown pass from wide receiver DJ Moore.
It almost looked like a quarterback draw, but it wasn't. I mean, Caleb Williams, when he sees a hole, when he sees a cavity to take advantage of, he hits it.
1st and 15 for the Bears at their own 47-yard line. It's an inside handoff to Monungai. Nice hole right side, and then a big-time hit by Jordan Battle as he delivered a blow to the chest of Monungai and stunned him, knocking him backward at the Cincinnati 46.
That's a hit the Chicago Bears defense normally provides to fire the team up. Man, he ran right through him. Didn't go face mask to face mask. It was close, but he hit him right in the chest as you described, Dan.
Still a 7-yard run. So 2nd down and 7 for the Bears. Caleb Williams barking out instructions. He's under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Monungai again, and this time he will not get the first down. Shamar Stewart and others there to make the tackle at the 43. A 2-yard pickup. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 for Chicago.
That was one of the better reps the defensive line has had in terms of controlling the line of scrimmage and getting off a block and making a play. They've been knocked back. They've been pushed back by the Chicago Bears. I'd say for the most part, the Bears have won the line of scrimmage.
27 rushing yards in the first quarter for Monungai. 3 minutes left. Cincinnati leading 10-7. 3rd down and 5 for the Bears at the Cincinnati 43. Caleb Williams hands it off to Monungai again, breaks a tackle and runs for a Chicago first down. Brought down by Battle at the 34-yard line. Who whiffed at the line of scrimmage that time?
Yeah, well, Joseph Asai just came up the football field, and he was unblocked. They came down inside of him. They went down inside of him, and then they trapped him at the end of the line of scrimmage. So, I mean, he's got to close it down a little bit better. Actually, it wasn't Joseph Asai. It was on the edge, Miles Murphy.
1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 34. Adunze goes in motion. They toss it left. Monungai again to the 30 and tackled there. He ran for 4. Geno Stone with the stop. Bears are just running it down the Bengals' throats at the moment.
They are, Dan, and they're doing a myriad of ways. I mean, they've run a bunch of different formations. They've had multiple extra linemen in on different formations. They've changed the strength of the formation. They've run different blocking patterns, traps, counters. They've done it all.
9 first quarter carries for Kyle Monungai, who technically is the Bears' number 3 running back. The first 2 guys are out with injuries. Williams looking to throw. Has time. His pass caught after being deflected at the line. Monungai made the catch, but no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
For the Chicago Bears, they quick set and aggressively attacked the line of scrimmage. They stoned every one of the Bengals defensive linemen. Nobody got any movement up the football field at all, and nobody got their hands in the air to at least affect the vision of Caleb Williams. Going to have to do that. If you're not going to get there, get your hands up and make it a little more difficult for him to survey the field.
The Bengals up by a field goal. 1 minute to go first quarter. 3rd down and 6 for the Bears at the Cincinnati 30. Caleb Williams throws back, shoulder throw, and it's broken up by Cam Taylor-Britt. 4th down and 6, and the Bears will bring out their kicker, Cairo Santos.
Try to tie this football game up with the Chicago Bears. And good man-to-man press coverage technique by Cam Taylor-Britt. Lined up right in his face at the line of scrimmage. got his hands on him quickly. Excellent rep for Cam Taylor-Britt.
Santos 9 for 11 on field goal tries this year. This will be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash, trying to tie the game with less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. The snap, the placement. Penalty flag down. The kick is up. It is no good. Is the penalty on Cincinnati?
That's what they're going to be talking about. Referee going to join his troops. They're at the left hash mark as the Bengals would be attacking the field. Their left hash mark. Chatting it up.
Offside. Defense number 38. Lined up in the neutral zone. The 5-yard penalty. It's still fourth down.
DJ Ivey can't be doing that. You just can't. You can't make those kind of mental errors.
So they missed the field goal, and now they can go for it on 4th and 1.
Yeah, and it's like about a half a yard, it looks like, the way they're marking it, spotting it. And yeah, I mean, really, it looks like multiple Bengals could have been called offside, but DJ Ivey was the most offside of the group.
4th down and a short yard for the Bears at the Cincinnati 25-yard line. Caleb Williams under center. Monungai is the running back. Cincinnati is stacked up in front of the ball. They give it to Monungai. He'll run for the first down as he takes it to the 20. Let's review the mistakes Cincinnati has made in the first quarter. Opening drive, they get a sack. Looks like the Bears are going to punt. 5-yard penalty for illegal contact on Demetrius Knight extends the drive. Then on the Bengals drive, 3rd down and 6, close to the red zone. Joe Flacco throws a pass to Chase Brown that's going to be a first down, maybe even a touchdown. He drops it. They settle for a field goal. Now on a missed field goal, they line up offside, allowing the Bears to convert on 4th and 1.
Self-destruction.
Just brutal. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's a toss to the right for Monungai. Big hole opens up. He's down to the 15 and tackled after a 5-yard run by Shamar Stewart on the final play of the first quarter. The Bengals have the lead in spite of themselves. At the end of 1, it's Cincinnati 10, Chicago 7 on the Bengals Radio Network.
At Kettering Health, we're devoted to you, walking alongside you on your journey to better health. Whether you're battling cancer, overcoming an injury, facing surgery, or just looking for a doctor who truly cares about you, we'll be a shoulder to lean on. We give everything so you can focus on keeping your world turning. Even if the unexpected happens, we're supporting you to be your best. Kettering Health. Find care now at ketteringhealth.org.
Gear up like the pros at the Bengals Pro Shop, a Fanatics experience. From jerseys and sideline apparel to hats, accessories, and exclusive team merch, the Bengals Pro Shop has everything you need to rep the orange and black. Visit us on the plaza level at Paycor Stadium's north end zone or shop anytime online at shop.bengals.com. Game day or every day, show your stripes in style with great gear from the Bengals Pro Shop. See us today at shop.bengals.com.
Ready to call your next big career play? Huddle up with ProLink and get connected with the best opportunities in healthcare, manufacturing, engineering, and more. Whether you're looking for a flexible 10-week assignment or a 10-year permanent role, ProLink connects you with the right job and puts your long-term success first. Visit ProLinkWorks.com and click Get Started to apply now. ProLink, a proud sponsor of the Cincinnati Bengals. Hooday!
Need to tackle your next big project? Choose Ohio Cat for unbeatable construction equipment. From bulldozers to excavators, Ohio Cat delivers power, precision, and performance with the quality you expect. And we're a one-stop rental shop. You get top-notch equipment without the long-term commitment. Whether it's a quick job or major build, if you need it, Ohio Cat rents it. Visit OhioCat.com to explore equipment options and make your next project a success. Ohio Cat, the official equipment partner of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Cincinnati 10, Chicago 7. As we get set for the start of the second quarter, the Bears driving. They'll have it 2nd down and 5 in the red zone at the Cincinnati 15-yard line. Kyle Monungai on a pace to carry it 44 times. With DeAndre Swift and Roschon Johnson out, the rookie running back, 7th-round draft pick out of Rutgers, is getting a heavy workload.
Is he ever? They are saying, you're our big horse today, and we are going to ride you.
DJ Moore in the backfield with quarterback Caleb Williams. Zacchaeus goes in motion.
Wow.
They toss it forward to him on a jet sweep. He's inside the 10, lunging for the pylon. Touchdown, Chicago.
Man, that's clever play. I'll tell you, the Chicago Bears, they came into this game, Ben Johnson and Declan Doyle, they said, we're gonna run everything. Every little trick play, every little circus action that we've got from a formation standpoint, we're going to try to confuse the Cincinnati Bengals defense and make them uncomfortable, make them a little unsure of themselves, and it's working.
So the Bengals are behind for the first time today, and in this case, being offside on a missed field goal gives the Chicago Bears 7 points.
Man, you can't give teams second and third opportunities. That'll kill you.
Here comes the extra point from Santos, who kicks them from the right hash. His kick is good. Chicago leads 14-10. First lead today for the Bears. And that will technically be a touchdown pass for Caleb Williams because it was popped forward when the receiver was in a jet motion, and it goes in the record books as a pass.
Little shovel pass.
We have a timeout. 14:54 left, second quarter. 14-10 Chicago on the Bengals Radio Network.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
Looking for the best internet service? Alta Fiber is the top-rated internet provider in Cincinnati, according to Ookla's speed test results. With speeds up to 3 gig and 99.99% network reliability, Alta Fiber is the easy choice. Don't settle for anything less than the best. For a limited time, get $50 off your first month when you bundle fiber internet and Fioptics Plus TV service for just $30 a month each. Sign up today at altafiber.com.
The quarterback drops back, throws, touchdown Bengals! And Garage Beer runs onto the field with a lawn chair.
Yeah, Garage Beer is an official beer of the Bengals, part of the contract.
Fair enough. Beer-flavored beer.
Every Wednesday during the regular season, join Dave Lapham and Dan Horde on ESPN 1530 for Bengals Game Plan, presented by Bud Light. For more information, visit Bengals.com/listen.
15-yard touchdown pass from Caleb Williams to Olamide Zacchaeus, giving Chicago a 14-10 lead. The Bears about to kick it off. The Bengals' first 2 kick returns have been great, including a 98-yard touchdown by Charlie Jones, and he's back to return on this one. It's a very short kick. Nice pickup on a low hop by Samaje Perine. Crosses the 30.
Ooh.
And then gets tackled very awkwardly. His legs twisted backward at the 32, and Samaje is not getting up. He's reaching for his right ankle.
Man, I wonder if he got that ankle underneath his body and kind of rolled that ankle a little bit. He's definitely writhing in a little bit of pain right now. He's kind of grabbing the right shin.
Yeah.
He's up, and he's up. He's up and at him. Man,
wow.
Tell you what.
That was crazy. The medical staff came out to take a look, and he angrily jumped to his feet, kind of shooed the trainer away, and then jogged toward the near sideline. That is one tough SOB.
Yep. And the medical staff at Joey Bosse and company took a knee, and he was see you guys later. I'm not hanging.
Zach Taylor angrily saying that should have been a hip drop tackle. and not getting the call.
That's a very good point.
1st and 10 from the 31 for Cincinnati. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Quick pass, and it is caught by T. Higgins, and he is able to run out to the 39-yard line for a gain of 8. Kevin Byard making the stop.
The Bears brought 5 on that snap, and the Bengals did a good job of picking up. Every one of the offensive linemen stoned their counterpart defensively and gave Joe Flacco a clean look at what was going on down the field.
2 catches for T. Higgins. No targets yet for Jamar Chase. That's about to change soon, you would think. Noah Fant goes in motion. 2nd down and 2. Flacco is under center. Drops back to throw. Now begins rolling right. His pass too low for Jamar Chase. It is incomplete, and it's 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, you go a whole quarter.
Now we got a late penalty flag
on the opposite side of the field. In front of the
legal receiver downfield.
Yeah, in front of the Chicago Bear bench.
We'll see if the Bears take it to make it 2nd and 7, or if they decline it, it's 3rd and 2.
Ineligible man downfield, offense number 64. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
So the Bears take it, and it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Ted Karras, the guilty party. Whenever you're uncovered, a lot of times you might release a little bit too soon, hustling to get down the football field. That's one thing. That's a trademark of Ted Karras' game. The guy is all about hustle. He is a full-bred competitor.
14-10 Chicago, early 2nd quarter. It's a 2-by-2 formation. The ball's on the left hash. Shotgun snap. Flacco throws. It is caught. Fant will be tackled at the 39. Picked up 5, and it's 3rd and 2. Just as it would have been.
Another penalty
we get another late penalty flag.
Yeah.
Same call.
Man.
That happens so quickly, it's hard to envision an ineligible receiver downfield.
There is no foul on the play.
Okay.
Play stance is called. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't think if they had called that and let it stand, I don't think I've ever seen an ineligible receiver down the football field 2 snaps in a row. I've never seen that. I mean, that would have been incomprehensible almost. And now I'll tell you what, Tiger Johnson, that's one thing he hated. What the hell y'all doing? Stay behind the line of scrimmage.
Big 3rd and 2 play coming up for Cincinnati. The Bengals go with an empty backfield. Now Chase Brown will motion into the backfield. He's talking to Joe Flacco about it. Now Brown goes in motion out to the right. Flacco, arms extended, waiting for the shotgun snap from Ted Karras. 3rd down and 2 from the 39. And we've got movement up front on Cincinnati.
Orlando Brown.
False start. Offense number 75. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Orlando Brown moves. He thought the Chicago Bear defensive end jumped into the neutral zone. He was moving to catch him before the Bear defensive end was able to scramble back to his side of the line of scrimmage.
Austin Booker was that defensive end.
And the officials ruled, Orlando's kind of like rocking and rolling back and forth on that leg.
3rd down and 7. The Bengals at their own 34, trailing 14-10. We're 2 minutes into the 2nd quarter. Shotgun snap, Flacco from the pocket, sacked. Brought down at the 28 by C.J. Gardner-Johnson, just picked up this week by the Chicago Bears.
Boy, Chase Brown was running open. He was coming wide open in the middle of the football field, about 15 yards down the field on a crosser, but Joe Flacco never had an opportunity to locate him.
And with Joe getting sacked, you have to wonder about how that felt on the right shoulder.
Yeah, no doubt.
Bengals will punt. Ryan Rico waits a long snap at the 14-yard line. And Duvernay standing back at the 16 of Chicago to return. Clock running, 12:20 left in the half. Good snap to Rico. No pressure at all. Launches a long punt. Duvernay calls for a fair catch and makes it at the 19-yard line. 54 yards on the punt. That's about what Ryan Rico averages. 52.8 coming in, number 1 in the NFL. We have a timeout. 12:12 left in the half. Chicago gets the ball, leading Cincinnati.
Camelot Parlor, Sue's Junk, and boy, parking lot sales have really taken off.
We do offer free spaces outside on Wednesdays. It's $10 a space Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. First come, first serve, set up and sell all your items. You price it, you set it up, you sell it, and people are coming in. So Wednesdays and Saturdays are the craziest here.
Sue's Junk, located 459 Canada Road, Huntington. Phone 681-888-5427.
Earn more with 4 at the best community bank in the Kanawha Valley, Poca Valley Bank. Poca Valley Bank is now offering a certificate of deposit special, 10-month APY, annual percentage yield 4%. Take advantage of this great rate to grow your savings. For more information, stop by one of the 8 Poca Valley Bank locations today. Poca Valley Bank, where relationships matter. Certain terms and conditions apply. Rates based on minimum annual percentage yield. Subject to change without notice. Minimum deposit required $10,000. New money currently on deposit with Poca Valley Bank to receive APY. Member FDIC.
Are you ready to be a part of something bigger? Join West Virginia Labor Local Union. We're on the lookout for dedicated individuals to join our skilled workforce with comprehensive training and a strong
home for the Bengals.
Hey, let's go! Bring it out! Bring it out! Bring it out! Bring it out!
Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340. Kentucky's sports station.
Let's go!
And apply today.
Right now, Chicago Bears 14, Cincinnati Bengals 10. A fifth third better means your hometown bank partnering with your hometown team. The Cincinnati Bengals. To learn more, visit 53.com/Bengals.
12-12 to go, second quarter. And this drive will start from the 18-yard line for the Chicago Bears. They've had the ball twice. They've scored 2 touchdowns thanks to drive-extending penalties committed on both drives by Cincinnati when the Bears would not have scored.
Yeah, I mean, Bears were efficient, but because of the Bengals' inefficiency.
Williams under center. Manungai back at the 10. Hands on knees. 8 yards behind the play. Williams tosses it right to Manungai. Runs to the 20 and gets brought down at the 21 after a 3-yard run. Defensive tackles, B.J. Hill and T.J. Slayton were there.
Well, Manungai runs hard. I mean, he's excited about his opportunity here. A lot due to injury. He's getting a ton of carries. I mean, a ridiculous number of carries. And this 5'9", 220-pounder taking advantage.
12 carries so far to be exact. Second down and 7. Play action fake. Caleb Williams to throw. Looking around. In trouble. Got away from Slayton. Ran into one of his offensive linemen. And gets sacked by B.J. Hill at the 15-yard line. A 7-yard sack for Cincinnati.
Yeah, B.J. Hill's been working hard in there. He's come close a few times. Caleb Williams has just been able to escape him. But not this time. B.J. Hill finishes this one. And he ends up getting a one-on-one pass rush and hits a gap. And when Caleb Williams has to bob and weave in the backfield, he makes the sack.
The second sack of the year for B.J. Hill. It is third down and 13. The Bears at their own 15-yard line. Odunze goes in motion. Caleb Williams back to throw. Has time. Checks it down short to Loveland. And Loveland will be tackled short of the first down. He's brought down at the 25. 3 yards short. Barrett Carter and Jordan Battle were there. And the Bears will punt it away.
Bengals were playing prevent defense. Basically, they had defensive backs, 7 of them, at various stages and levels of depth, and everybody rallied to the football very well.
Torrey Taylor into punt. Charlie Jones back to return. How about a punt return touchdown and a kick return touchdown in the same game?
That dog had punt.
That'd
right
be something.
There. Yeah.
They snap it back to Taylor, the second-year punter. Boots it. Wow. Whew. That's one of the highest, longest punts you will ever see. Over-the-shoulder catch made by Charlie Jones, retreating inside the 10, runs to the 15, and gets tackled there.
Man.
NASA just tracked that punt.
Really? He crushed it. Oh, man.
So the Bengals will start from their 15, and we have a timeout with 10:07 remaining in the half. That was a 66-yard punt with tremendous hang time by Torrey Taylor. 10:07 left in the half. Chicago.
Ladies, prioritizing your health starts with Marshall OBGYN. From screening exams to disease prevention to management of reproductive problems, our team offers a complete range of services for women of all ages. Thinking about growing your family? Marshall OBGYN's physicians are experienced in providing you the support you need for normal or high-risk pregnancies in a friendly, family-oriented environment. Learn more at marshallhealth.org/OBGYN.
Big Buck Country 1015 is giving you a chance to see Country Music Legends Alabama. You can register now at any of our giveaway locations. Home Builder Supply, Frank's Place, The Human Being, Bobby G's, Kentucky Bluebird Grill and Pub, Thomas Dewitt Center, OBS Collision, Patriot Reynolds and Supply, Braden CDJR, and Classic Liquors. Each location will have its own winner with drawings on November 7th. Don't miss your shot to see Alabama live. Brought to you by Big Buck Country 1015 and Kendrick Communications. Our Kendrick Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by Sue's Junk and Antique Mall. Something for everyone. 459 Camden Road, Huntington, open 7 days a week. Tri-State STEM plus M. A top choice for students in Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia. Enroll now at tristatestem.com. And Serena Spa Aesthetics and IV Infusion. Look and feel your best. 1 Chateau Grove Lane, Barboursville, West Virginia. Phone 304-520-0461.
This is Dickie Martin, the voice of the Ashland Tomcats. Don't miss a single moment of the action. Tune in to Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340 for live coverage of every Tomcat game all season long. Your home for Ashland Tomcat football.
Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Well, the Christmas shopping season will be approaching soon. If you have a Bengals fan on your list, shop the Bengals Pro Shop, a Fanatics experience on the North Plaza level of Paycor Stadium, or shop online anytime at shop.bengals.com. Samaje Perine was tackled awkwardly on a kick return. Looked like a hip-top drop tackle that was not enforced. He has just walked to the locker room with a member of the training staff, so he's out for now. That moves Taj Brooks up on the totem pole. Perhaps he'll get some carries today. Bengals start from their own 15. They trail 14-10 with 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Joe Flacco waiting for a shotgun snap. Inside handoff to Chase Brown. They'll make it to the 17 for a 2-yard gain. From here, it's easy to see things from here as opposed to ground level. It looked like had he just run a little bit to the right, there was a gaping hole, and he ran straight ahead where there was no hole.
Yeah, they brought a tight end in motion, and he trapped. He came across the back of the offensive line and had a tight bit trap going.
Tight down after that 2-yard run by Chase Brown. Jamar Chase does not have a catch yet. He goes in motion out to the left. Flacco looking that direction, throws a pass. There's the first catch of the day for Jamar, and he runs up the sideline for a Cincinnati first down. Makes it to the 25. That was the line to gain. C.J. Gardner-Johnson with the tackle.
Yeah, whenever you talk about Jamar Chase making a catch, it always ends with, and that's a first down. He converts more catches in the first down, man. The guy led the NFL in catches, yards, and touchdowns last season. Won the Triple Crown.
And leading in catches so far this season, he's 10 or more in 3 straight games.
Amazing.
Here's a handoff. This time, Chase Brown finds the right hole off the right side and runs for up at 5 out to the 30-yard line. Austin Booker making the stop.
Good first down carry right there. You know, get a little mix going, play calling, get some good execution, go on a long sustained touchdown drive to take a lead going to halftime.
Clock running, 8.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Second down and 5 coming up. Jamar Chase motioning out to the right, lines up next to T. Higgins. Flacco throwing it downfield.
Nice.
Andre Yosivash makes the catch and celebrates after popping to his feet. Stevenson makes the tackle. That play goes to the Chicago 42. A nice gain on the throw. Yosivash, 28 yards picked up on the play.
Big play, Chase Brown. Unbelievable blitz pickup. He stuck his face right in there, blitzing linebacker, hit him right in the chest, stopped him in his tracks, gave Joe Flacco time to survey the field, find Yossi, and deliver a strike. Been part of a few as a player, they're almost comical to me.
Dylan Fairchild appeared to be involved. Andrew Billings might have been on the other end of it for the Bears.
Yeah, they took Billings out of the game. The Bears took him off the field.
On the field was an incomplete pass. However, after the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct number 75 of the offense. It'll be 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Second down.
How do you single Orlando Brown out of all of that mess? But he got singled out.
So it was first and goal at the 6, and now it's at the 21. That kind of day for Cincinnati.
The self-destruction continues. And Orlando Brown, he got a little extracurricular going. He got Montez Sweat on the ground and then just pinned him and wouldn't let him get back up and kind of abused him a little bit.
2nd and goal from the 21. Chase goes in motion from right to left. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Joe throws, caught over the middle. Short gain to the 15-yard line. Catch was made by Andre Yosivash. 3rd and goal from the 15 coming up. C.J. Gardner-Johnson was there for Chicago.
Gardner-Johnson shaking his head saying, you might make the catch, but you're not going to get any yards after catch. And Yossi had to go to the ground to make the catch, and Gardner-Johnson just fell right on top of him.
All 14 Chicago points are the direct result of Bengals penalties. And that penalty on Orlando Brown Jr. could cost Cincinnati at least 4. 3rd and goal from the 15. 3 receivers, including Chase, out to the left, Higgins out to the right. Flacco bobbles a high snap, controls the ball, throws into a cluster, and catches a break that it wasn't picked off. The pass was intended for Jamar Chase, and he was surrounded by 3 Bears.
Yeah, he was triple covered. You're right. There were 3 of them back there. There had to be somewhere else for Joe Flacco to go with the football, to check it down somewhere. And Dennis Allen looks at that as a victory. You know, get him in the red zone. They end up in the low red zone and settle for a field goal attempt.
Be a 33-yard try for Evan McPherson, trying to make it a 1-point game. The Bengals are trailing 14-10, 5:51 left here in the 2nd quarter. Money Mac 1 for 1 today. Here comes his 33-yard kick. A high spinning end-over-end kick. It is good, and Cincinnati does get 3 points. But they had it 1st and goal at the 6 and committed a 15-yard penalty. We'll take a timeout with 5:47 left in the half. Chicago 14, Cincinnati 13 on the Bengals Radio Network.
Want the inside scoop on your Cincinnati Bengals? Get exclusive access to the Bengals Booth podcast, hosted by Dan Hoard, the voice of the Bengals. Every week we bring you the latest news, expert analysis, and game recaps you won't hear anywhere else. Hear from Bengals players, coaches, and special guests as we break down every play and key moment of the season. Whether it's post-game breakdowns or insider info, Bengals Booth keeps you in the loop. Don't miss a single episode. Listen to Bengals Booth podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Woo! Yeah!
Dang, did I just miss a big play?
Big play? Nah, I just had the perfect bite of a super pretzel.
Perfect bite?
Yeah, you know, the one where the salt collects in the knot and the tangy mustard cools off the warm, soft goodness. No, wait. Now that was the perfect bite.
Where'd you get that?
The super pretzel? Yeah, I picked up a box at my grocer's freezer. Yeah, I like to bring that big game flavor with me everywhere.
I'm thinking about grabbing one.
I'm still thinking about that bite. Super pretzels, soft pretzels.
With an unlimited wash plan from Mike's Car Wash, you can wash every day of the week, like Monday on your way to work, Tuesday while you're grabbing lunch, Wednesday to celebrate Hump Day, Thursday before your 10th Zoom call, Friday when you're heading to the golf course, Saturday for date night, and Sunday because you don't need a reason. Unlimited wash plans from Mike's Car Wash. Any day, every day. All 40 Mike's locations are open daily at 7 a.m.
With America's best lineup of hybrids from Hyundai, you get the best of both worlds. Like the reliable and efficient Tucson Hybrid, backed by America's best warranty. The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. It's the best of both worlds.
Lease the Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get 0% APR on the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Offers end November 3rd. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Pittsburgh Steelers have scored 2 second-quarter touchdowns at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Pittsburgh now leads that game 14-7. Here at Paycor Stadium, the Bears lead the Bengals. It is 14-13 after Cincinnati drove 70 yards on 11 plays and kicked a 33-yard field goal, the second of the day for Evan McPherson. Bengals should be winning this game if not for penalties. It's that simple.
Yeah, agreed. I mean,
just killing themselves with penalties.
Self-destruction, one of the all-time great exhibitions of self-destruction, unfortunately.
But they're only down by 1. McPherson ready to kick it off with 5:47 left in the half. This kick to the goal line, and it will not be returned. Duvernay took a knee, and the Bears will start from the 35-yard line as a result. 3 drives for the Bears. They scored touchdowns on their first 2 and punted on number 3.
See if the Bengals defense can get a 1-2-3 and out and let the offense drive for points, take a halftime lead. I mean, if the Bengals go into the locker room at halftime with a lead after the way the first half has unfolded, they consider themselves fortunate.
1st and 10 from the 35. Manungai, the running back, he's carried 12 times for 67 yards in the first half. Making the start today with DeAndre Swift out. Komet goes in motion. They will run it left behind the moving tight end. Manungai tackled for a loss. 2 penalty flags are down. Cam Taylor-Britt with the tackle in the backfield. It's holding on Chicago.
Yeah.
Holding, offense number 79. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Boy, I thought they could have called Komet on that play, but they called Benedict.
At all surprised they took the penalty as opposed to a loss of 2 on the play?
Yeah, honestly.
I am.
Yeah.
It's 1st and 20.
Yep.
Clock running with 5.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Caleb Williams in the gun. Manungai to his left. Zacchaeus goes in motion. And Williams drops back to throw. Quick pass out to the right. Caught by Colston Loveland and tackled right away by Dax Hill. Not much on that play. And it's 2nd down and long.
Al Golden had the right defense called on that one. He had one-on-one coverage. He had Dax Hill all over Colston Loveland. I mean, as soon as Colston Loveland caught that football, he was on the ground.
3 yards on the play. Loveland, the first tight end selected in this year's draft. Tyler Warren of the Colts, the 2nd tight end drafted. He's having a huge rookie year. 2nd down and 17 for Chicago. Caleb Williams ready for the shotgun snap. He catches. It's a 4-man rush. Under pressure, he begins scrambling left. Now Williams will take off and run. 30, 35, 40. He is out of bounds around the 41-yard line. The first down marker is at the 45. Barrett Carter ran him out. It's 3rd down and 4.
Boy, that looked promising. On that run by a very mobile quarterback Caleb Williams, who can pick him up and put him down. It was 2nd and a bunch. Now it's 3rd and makeable. And that's what a mobile, athletic quarterback does for you.
31 rushing yards in the first half for Caleb Williams. 3rd down and 4. The Bears at their own 41. DJ Moore goes in motion. Lines up in the slot to the right. Williams ready for the shotgun snap. He catches. He's back to throw. Fires a pass. Caught by Cole Komet. And it's a 1st down at midfield. Tackled by Barrett Carter as he goes to the ground, and Komet is not getting up.
No. On his backside. Struggling. Grabbing the face mask. I don't know if he kind of slipped and lost his footing, and I don't know. And he got hit in the head. He put his hand up by his helmet like he got dinged a little bit.
While they look at Cole Komet, we'll take a timeout. 3:49 remaining in the half. The Bears up by 1, 14-13 on the Bengals Radio Network.
At Kettering Health, we're devoted to you, walking alongside you on your journey to better health. Whether you're battling cancer, overcoming an injury, facing surgery, or just looking for a doctor who truly cares about you, we'll be a shoulder to lean on. We give everything so you can focus on keeping your world turning. Even if the unexpected happens, we're supporting you to be your best. Kettering Health. Find care now at ketteringhealth.org.
MVG is giving away a Ford F-150 on December 27th. You could drive into 2026 in a new truck or grab $35,000 in cash. Get a free entry each day you card in. Plus, you can earn more. December 27th, one winner picks the truck for $35,000.
Must be 21. Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-589-9966, or visit org.ohio.gov. Ready to take a break? Visit timeoutohio.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Gear up like the pros at the Bengals Pro Shop, a Fanatics experience. From jerseys and sideline apparel to hats, accessories, and exclusive team merch, the Bengals Pro Shop has everything you need to rep the orange and black. Visit us on the plaza level at Paycor Stadium's north end zone or shop anytime online at shop.bengals.com. Game day or every day, show your stripes in style with great gear from the Bengals Pro Shop. See us today at shop.bengals.com.
Bears tight end Cole Kmet walked off the field and then went into the blue medical tent after taking a shot up around the head. So he'll be out momentarily. The Bears have it 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 49. 3:49 remaining in the half. Chicago leads 14-13. This drive started at the 35. Caleb Williams under center on 1st and 10 from the Bengals 49. Takes the snap, turns right, gives it to Manungai. Manungai following blockers to the right, just outside the numerals, and he picks up 7 to the Cincinnati 42. Cedric Johnson playing for the first time this year for Cincinnati, in on that tackle along with Slayton.
The Bears were in a power formation there. I mean, everybody in the formation was between the hash marks. I mean, they had multiple tight ends in there. They had an extra offensive lineman. They wanted to power run the ball.
2nd down and 3 from the 42 of Cincinnati. Caleb Williams fakes a handoff. He's back to throw. Here comes the rush. Spins away from Miles Murphy. Throws. Caught by Loveland. And he rolls out of bounds with a 1st down at the Cincinnati 32-yard line.
Yeah, Miles Murphy a little bit disappointed in that one. He was a little bit too flat in his rush to the quarterback, and Caleb Williams spun out of there and made him pay.
3 catches, 24 yards for the rookie tight end out of Michigan, Colston Loveland. And we're down to 2:40 to go in the half. Chicago looking to add to a 1-point lead, and keep in mind the Bears are going to get the ball to begin the 3rd quarter.
Right.
From the Cincinnati 32. Zacchaeus goes in motion behind the QB. Williams fakes a handoff. Bootlegs right, looking to throw. Now being chased by Cedric Johnson, and he has to fling it out of bounds. So good to see Cedric Johnson active today for the first time this year. He'd been out with a calf injury, the draft pick last year out of Ole Miss, and he put some pressure on Caleb Williams there to force the throwaway.
Yeah, Caleb Williams under pressure. It is good to see Cedric Johnson back in action. There's no question about that. He's a gifted guy, talented athlete. Caleb Williams has to get out of pocket, and then good coverage on the back end. They do a good job, complimentary football there, front end, back end, pass rush coverage.
2nd and 10 at the Cincinnati 32. Caleb Williams under center, takes the snap, turns left, gives it to Manungai, runs up the middle of the field, runs for a 1st down. He's inside the 20, still going, and tackled in between the 13 and the 14-yard lines. Is that Walter Payton or Kyle Manungai?
Really? Unbelievable.
This is the 2-minute warning.
Took Geno Stone for a nice ride at the end of that run.
Sure did.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. Our score, Chicago 14, Cincinnati 13. The Bears will have it at the Bengals 14 when we come back on the Bengals Radio Network.
Our first students arrived in 1824, but let's fast forward 200 years and discover what's happening today. Miami University is number 3 among national public universities for excellence in undergraduate teaching, a top 10 college for producing Fortune 500 CEOs, and one of the 100 best colleges for future leaders with an entrepreneurship program among the top 10 in the world. Producing exceptional leaders and mentors was, is, and will always be something we do. Miami University is where today's students become tomorrow's leaders. Visit miamioh.edu.
Looking for the best internet service? Alta Fiber is the top-rated internet provider in Cincinnati, according to Ookla's speed test results. With speeds up to 3 gig and 99.99% network reliability, Alta Fiber is the easy choice. Don't settle for anything less than the best. For a limited time, get $50 off your first month when you bundle fiber internet and Fioptics Plus TV service for just $30 a month each. Sign up today at altafiber.com.
Bengals fans, the jungle comes alive on game day. Don't miss pregame at the Banks, presented by Sports Illustrated Tickets, an official fan experience partner of the Cincinnati Bengals. While there, check out the Bengals Jungle Zone, presented by Toyota, and the Bud Light Tailgate Zone with live music, food, drinks, giveaways, and more. It's the ultimate pregame party before every regular season home game. Get all the details at Bengals.com/pregame at the Banks. Let's roar, Cincinnati. Hooray!
Great coaches don't get buried in paperwork. They develop players. But many managers spend less than 10% of their time coaching teams. That's why the Cincinnati Bengals leave all things HR to Paycor. Paycor's HR and payroll software handles it all, from recruiting and onboarding to compliance and payroll, so leaders can drive business results. Just like the Bengals coaches here at Paycor Stadium, your manager should be coaching, not switching between disconnected HR systems. Learn more at Paycor.com.
2 minutes to go, first half. Chicago leading Cincinnati 14-13, and the Bears are knocking on the door again. They have it 1st and 10 at the Bengals' 14-yard line. Kyle Monungai has already rushed for a career-high 92 yards with 2 minutes to go in the first half. The rookie from Rutgers topped 1,200 yards each of the last 2 years. He's in the backfield on 1st and 10 from the 14. Zacchaeus goes in motion. They hand it off to Monungai. Bounces it out toward the right sideline. Dax Hill slowed him down. Cam Taylor-Britt knocked him out of bounds. Short gain on the play. 2 yards on the run by Monungai.
Creeping up on 100 yards rushing in the first half. The Bengals
want to save time if they can get the ball, so they call a timeout with 1:47 left in the half. It's Cincinnati's first timeout.
And if they can limit this to a field goal, they could come down in 2-minute drill, score a touchdown theoretically, and go into the locker room with a halftime lead.
And they don't want to give the Bears the easy opportunity for back-to-back scores, so they use a timeout. If they can prevent Chicago from picking up a first down, they would get the ball back, assuming they use their other 2 timeouts. 1:47 left in the half. Chicago up 14-13. The Bengals scored first when Charlie Jones ran back the opening kickoff for a 98-yard touchdown. Bears have 2 touchdowns on 3 possessions. This is their 4th of the day. Williams under center, 2nd and 8 from the Cincinnati 12. The second-year QB takes the snap, turns left, gives it to Monungai, running up the gut. He will not get the first down. Tackled between the hash marks at the 6. Jordan Battle makes the stop. The Bengals call their second timeout. 1:42 left in the half.
Man, he just is riding the tidal wave of the Chicago Bears offensive line. They are getting a good surge up front. They're coming off the football as a group. 5 men coming off the football simultaneously and just getting a good push between the tackles, between the hash marks.
One of those offensive linemen, Ted Karras' best buddy in the NFL, his former teammate in New England and former roommate Joe Tooney. The 3-time Pro 3 officially at the Cincinnati 7. 1:42 left in the half. Chicago with a 1-point lead. Williams in the gun. Adunze motions, and now Chicago calls a timeout. Ben Johnson didn't like something.
Yep.
Called from the sideline. And the Bears will talk it over before running this 3rd down and 3 play.
Yeah, either Declan Doyle or Ben Johnson didn't like something, and they wanted Williams to come to the sideline and talk it over a little bit.
Ben Johnson is the play caller, the first-year head coach of the Chicago Bears after being the offensive coordinator for several years in Detroit. He had the NFL's highest scoring offense last year with the Lions. 6th offensive lineman will check in for the Chicago Bears and line up on the right side of the line. 3rd down and about 2.5. Shotgun snap. Williams back to the 15. Looking. Begins scrambling. Shamar Stewart missed him. Now a throw toward the back of the end zone. It hits the goalpost as Caleb Williams avoids the sack by chucking it into the goalpost.
Yeah,
that stops the clock. 1:33 left in the half. Chicago will settle for a field goal try, and the Bengals will have enough time when they get the ball back.
I don't know. I'm one that if you do that, that's intentional grounding. I don't care what the rules say. I mean, they're good defense. They do a good job in the back end, blanketing everything, every crossing route. The field's condensed. You got low red zone. You don't have a whole lot of room to create patterns and work yourself open. The Bengals did a great job of coverage in the back end.
Cairo Santos once made 40 consecutive field goals. He's had a great NFL career, and he's highly unlikely to miss from here.
Yeah,
24 yards away. It's about the length of the field goals the kids try on College game day. This kick is up and good, and the Bears have taken a 4-point lead, 17-13, with 1:29 left in the half.
And really, the Chicago Bears coaches are disappointed about not converting touchdowns in the red zone. Ben Johnson and Declan Doyle, you get the ball down in the red zone, low red zone, you want to put 7 points on the board. You work so hard to drive the ball the length of the football field and then stall out and stagnate. That can be disappointing. That was an
11-play, 58-yard drive. It took a little more than 4 minutes off the clock. Chicago going up by 4, 17-13. And the Bengals have one timeout left with 1:29 on the clock. Samaje Perine not expected to return today after hurting his ankle. His return is listed as doubtful, so the kick returners will be Charlie Jones and rookie Taj Brooks. Charlie has a 98-yard kickoff return touchdown in this game, the second kick return touchdown of his NFL career, and he also has a punt return touchdown. Now the kick. Lofted down toward the 6, where it's fielded by Taj Brooks. Far side numerals to the 20, 30, 35, and tackled around the 37-yard line. Jalen Jones making the stop. Will be a good drive start for Cincinnati. 1:24 left in the half. One timeout to work with.
Yeah, one timeout. Joe Flacco understands, if you have to throw it away, they're going to be in the hurry up, obviously. And he's done that a million times in his 18-year NFL career.
Chase out to the left. Yossi Bosch and Higgins out to the right. The ball's on the left hash. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Fakes a handoff to Chase Brown. Throws it down the left side. Caught in Bears territory by Jamar Chase. He goes out of bounds at the 45. Wright and Brisker in coverage. And the Bengals pick up 19 on the first play of the drive.
We always thought that how a 2-minute drive started was going to be a key to the success of it or not. And when you start out with a nice, long, 15, 18-yard completion like that to start a 2-minute drive, that's encouraging.
3 catches, 63 yards in the first half for Jamar Chase. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Drops back 5 steps. Fires a deep ball. Left side. T. Higgins comes away with the football. Unreal. Touchdown. Bengals. He just ripped it away from the defensive back in coverage. And the Bengals take the lead with 1:12 left in the half.
He took it right off the backside of Wright. Wright never found the football. Wright was wrong because he turned too late. T. Higgins makes a great play on the football. There's contact. The officials rule that it's just both guys going after the football. Incidental contact. And T. Higgins shows strength, stays in bounds. If he had stepped out of bounds, that's not a touchdown. He stayed in bounds, presented himself as an available target, and finished the play.
How about a 17-second touchdown drive by the Bengals?
Love it.
And T. Higgins has now scored a touchdown in 9 consecutive home games. The extra point by Money Mac is good, and the Bengals lead 20-17 with 1:12 left in the half.
How about that? 9 consecutive games. He has scored a touchdown at home. That's why the Bengal fans love to celebrate in full throat with a T. T. Higgins gives them something to cheer about right there. That's just unbelievable concentration on the football. And then not only that, a guy that can make a contested catch. He's 6'3 plus, 215, 220 pounds, long arms. Man, I'll tell you what, He's the number one receiver on other teams. They got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins 1 and 1A, but this guy is big time.
It's a 44-yard touchdown pass, the second time this year that Flacco and T. Higgins have teamed up for 44-yard scores. T. Higgins has just gone over 5,000 receiving yards in his NFL career. They posted that on the video board, and it got a huge round of applause and more tease from the fans here at Paycor Stadium.
And a big smile from T. They close up, they put up on the scoreboard. He's a happy camper.
The Bears have plenty of time left to answer. This kickoff fielded on the run at the 10-yard line by Duvernay. Runs to the far side of the field at the 30, the 40, down the sideline to the 50, and Josh Fig Newton manages to save the touchdown by getting him out of bounds. But there is a penalty flag way back at the 27-yard line.
And let's call it.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 20.
There it is.
10-yard penalty, first down, Chicago.
Man, you talk about a crucial mistake. Walker, man, that's almost inexcusable. At that stage, you just can't take it. You can't take a chance in your technique. You just can't. He did, and he's paying a serious price.
So Jahdae Walker helps the Bengals immensely.
Yes.
Wiping out that long kick return by Devin Duvernay. The Bears start from their own 20, 64 seconds left in the half. The Bengals lead 20-17. Caleb Williams standing back at the 15, waiting for the shotgun snap. Adunze motions. Williams from the pocket, in trouble. Now backpedaling and scrambling right. Squares his shoulders and chucks it out of bounds. Good news about that for Cincinnati. Not only was it an incomplete pass, but it consumed quite a bit of time before it was thrown out of bounds. Barrett Carter and Miles Murphy putting pressure on the QB.
Yeah, he got forced out of the pocket. He had to run around a little bit. The coverage on the back end was extraordinary. I mean, there was nobody breaking open, nobody close to breaking open, and that was just a team effort on that back end by corners and safeties.
Britton Brown in at running back, second down and 10, 55 seconds left in the half. Cincinnati up by a field goal. Shotgun snap to Williams, three-step drop, quick pass, caught by Zacchaeus, trying to get out of bounds, and he will succeed. He's short of the first down by about 3 yards. Dax Hill making sure he goes out. 49 seconds left in the half.
Williams dropped down that time. He gunslinger style. He dropped down, went sidearm, and just threw a rope out of there. And I'll tell you, he's got it all. He's a very talented quarterback. He's got size, strength, arm strength, quick feet. He's a hell of a player.
49 seconds left in the half. Third down and 3 for Chicago. Short pass caught by Zacchaeus. No defender nearby.
Yep.
And he runs up the sideline to the 40-yard line for a 13-yard gain. How did they lose Olamide Zacchaeus on that play? 46 seconds left.
Yeah, it was not a coverage mistake. It was an assignment mistake. I mean, it wasn't a call mistake by Al Golden. He would not have a defensive configuration alignment against a formation like that, be a man short like they were.
The Bears have it at the 40 with 46 seconds left in the half. Loveland goes in motion. Lines up next to Adunze out to the left. Caleb Williams back to throw. Short drop.
Finish.
Here comes the rush.
Man.
Runs right away from Joseph Osai. Passes, and it's incomplete on the sideline. Intended for Zacchaeus.
Man. Yeah, Joseph Osai. He missed.
Dax Hill not getting up in the Bears bench area. And the training staff will have to cross the field to take a look at the Cincinnati corner. Now Dax is on his feet and walking toward the Bengals sideline under his own power.
The Cincinnati player was injured under 2 minutes in this situation. This required a charging of Cincinnati's last timeout for the half.
So the Bengals' final timeout is taken off the board because one of their players went down with an injury with fewer than 2 minutes to go in the half. The Bears still have 2 timeouts remaining. We have 38 seconds left in the half. Chicago needs to pick up at least 20, probably more like 25 yards to be within field goal range.
Well, you got to wonder how serious is that injury to Dax Hill with 38 seconds to go. in the first half.
Not very lap. It looks like he's ready to come back in after one play.
Yeah, he walked off the field under his own power very easily.
Second down and 10 from the 40 for Chicago. Caleb Williams, left foot in front of right, catches the shotgun snap against a four-man rush. Begins running up the middle of the field. 45, dives forward and gets marked down at the 48. 31 seconds left in the half. It's third down and 2. And the Bears will call a timeout, leaving them with one remaining.
Good job by the official spotting that ball properly. He gave himself up, so you spot it where he started his dive forward and gave himself up. Marked the ball there. Third down and very short.
2017, Cincinnati up by 3 after the 44-yard touchdown pass from Joe Flacco to T. Higgins with 1:12 left in the half. The Bengals 2 touchdowns so far today. A 98-yard kick return score by Charlie Jones to begin the game, and the 44-yard touchdown pass from Joe Colm to T. Higgins. Third down and 2 with 31 seconds left in the half. Chicago's ball at the Bears 48. Shotgun snap. Williams looking, floating it down the right sideline. Over the shoulder catch made by DJ Moore. And it's a first down at the 30-yard line of Cincinnati. The Bears are in field goal range.
Boy, he made the catch over the shoulder catch and got both feet down in bounds. Right foot then the left foot. Ooh, the left foot
toe.
is tight.
Left toe. I'd challenge that. They can't.
Yeah.
It's inside of 2 minutes. It would have to come from above, but that should be challenged. I don't think he got his left foot in.
Yeah.
Bears are lined up and ready to snap it at the 29-yard line. Zacchaeus goes in motion. They snap it to Caleb Williams. Throws over the middle, a high throw, and it's incomplete. Britton Brown was the intended receiver, a running back coming out of the backfield. He tried to make a one-handed catch. It floated up in the air after it hit his right hand. Unfortunately for the Bengals, nobody was able to grab the deflection.
Yeah, Demetrius Knight was like tantalizingly close. You know, after the play, the ball hit the ground, he put both hands up to either side of his helmet and was like, oh man, that would have been big time if I could have pulled that one off.
Just going back to the previous play, I don't think that 23-yard catch for Moore should have counted.
Yeah, I agree.
Second and 10 from the Cincinnati 29, 21 seconds left in the half. Caleb Williams begins scrambling left, being chased by Chris Jenkins. He throws downfield into the end zone. Incomplete at the back left pylon, intended for DJ Moore. 12 seconds left in the half. Cam Taylor-Britt in coverage.
And Ivy back there as well. They double covered him. They had him in the corner of the end zone. There wasn't much real estate left there. Pretty good coverage, and Caleb Williams pretty much threw that away.
Manungai has not been in on this drive, but he checks back in now. Third down and 10. Manungai has rushed for exactly 100 yards in the first half for the Bears.
That's sick.
12 seconds left in the half. Third down and 10 from the Cincinnati 29. The Bengals showing pressure. Caleb Williams stomps the left foot. Here comes a blitz. Williams throws off his back foot. Incomplete. Inside the 5-yard line. The decision to send pressure at Caleb Williams works, and Cedric Johnson got a hit on the Bears quarterback.
Cedric Johnson had a hell of a rush, his best rush of the day. He got up that football field and just put a shot on Caleb Williams. He hit him high and right at the throwing arm, right as he was releasing that football. Good pass rush.
It's going to be a 47-yard field goal try for Santos. He missed from this distance earlier in the game, but the Bengals were offside, giving the Bears a second bit of life. Here comes the 47-yard kick. Hooking left.
Oh,
no good.
Whoa.
He shanked it badly. No penalty flag this time, and the Bengals dodge a bullet. They got a piece of that kick by Santos. And I wonder if it was DJ Ivy who was offside on the previous miss. That might have been Joseph Osai.
I'll tell you what, he hit the top half of that football, though. I mean, you got to hit the lower third, and he mishit it. He hit that bad boy way up on the football. I don't know what he was thinking there. Ivy tried to come around the horn there and cut it close. I don't know if he got a chunk of it or not there.
I think Joseph Osai got a piece. Bengals take a knee on the final play of the second quarter. And Cincinnati will head to the locker room with a 3-point lead. Despite some very costly penalties against the Bengals, they're on top by a field goal heading to the half.
And I'll tell you, there was a lot of entertainment value in that half. It was back and forth football. Some big plays, some big mistakes. First half had a little bit of everything.
We invite you to stay tuned for Wayne Boxmiller and the halftime report. Cincinnati leads Chicago at the break, 20-17. This is the Bengals Radio Network.
I'm Nori, and when I was young, my mom opened our home to someone who needed a secure and safe place. She taught him what it was like to have someone care about you, having dinner at home or going out to eat together.
In West Virginia, families open their homes every year to adult family care.
Some folks need a little extra help, but everybody deserves a family.
Call the Department of Human Services and ask to speak to an adult family care home finder at 304-269-6820. Sponsored by the West Virginia Department of Human Services, the West Virginia Broadcasters Association, and this station. This project is supported by the Administration for Community Living, ACL, of the United States U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, as part of a financial assistance award totaling $1,227,345, with 100% funded by ACL HHS. The contents are those of the authors and do not necessarily represent the official views of, nor an endorsement by ACL HHS or the U.S. government.
Save big money on your next painting project at Menards. Get a paint that combines gorgeous color and durability. Dutch Boy's Platinum Plus is a paint and primer with a protective finish that guards against scuffs, spills, and stains. Refresh your home today with Dutch Boy paint. Get a gallon on sale now through November 9th. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Your home for the Bengals. Never quit on 3. 1, 2, 3. Never quit. Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340. Kentucky's sports station.
Let's go.
This is the Bengals Radio Network.
Picked off!
Yeah.
The Bengals have it into the end zone, and the Bengals get a touchdown after all.
How about it?
The halftime report is brought to you by Alta Fiber. Alta Fiber, the official Wi-Fi and internet provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Kettering Health, best care for the best fans. Kettering Health, official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, here's Wayne Boxmiller on the Bengals Radio Network.
Welcome to the halftime report. The halftime score: the Cincinnati Bengals 20, the Chicago Bears 17. A very entertaining first half, and it started with a bang, courtesy of Charlie Jones.
Not much wind to speak of, gusting up to about 6 miles an hour. This kick launched high and deep. Charlie Jones catches at the 1 and sprints up the middle of the field. He's to the 20,
nice.
the 30. It's him versus the kicker. Jones down the sideline. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown!
Unreal.
Charlie Jones with his second kick return touchdown of his NFL career. He does a jungle jump into the crowd, and the Bengals have scored 11 seconds into the game.
The Chicago Bears answer, putting together a 12-play drive and a little flea flicker to score.
4th down and goal from the 2. Caleb Williams will be in the gun. One receiver out to each side of the formation. It is a reverse, then a flip back to DJ Moore. He throws a pass for the quarterback, and it's caught in the end zone by Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams catches the touchdown. Now Caleb Williams completes a pass for a touchdown.
DJ Moore in the backfield with quarterback Caleb Williams. Zacchaeus goes in motion. Wow. They toss it forward to him on a jet sweep. He's inside the 10, lunging for the pylon. Touchdown, Chicago.
After exchange of field goals, Flacco comes up big, finding T. Higgins.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. Drops back 5 steps. Fires a deep ball. Left side. T. Higgins comes away with the football. Unreal. Touchdown. Bengals. He just ripped it away from the defensive back in coverage. And the Bengals take the lead with 1:12 left in the half.
And after a missed field goal by the Bears, they lead at halftime 2017. Back with more of the halftime report right here on the Cincinnati Bengals Radio Network.
Bengal fans, Bengals Luxury Suites provide a great view of the action while offering an unparalleled combination of features and amenities. With limited inventory available, visit Bengals.com/suites to get yours today.
Great coaches don't get buried in paperwork. They develop players. But many managers spend less than 10% of their time coaching teams. That's why the Cincinnati Bengals leave all things HR to Paycor. Paycor's HR and payroll software handles it all, from recruiting and onboarding to compliance and payroll, so leaders can drive business results. Just like the Bengals coaches here at Paycor Stadium, your managers should be coaching, not switching between disconnected HR systems. Learn more at Paycor.com.
This is Tanya Wilmus from Delta Dental of Ohio. Our mission is to improve oral health through our benefit plans, advocacy, and community support. Our dedicated network of dentists makes this mission possible. Together, we're building healthy, smart, vibrant communities, one smile at a time.
MVG is giving away a Ford F-150 on December 27th. You could drive into 2026 in a new truck or grab $35,000 in cash. Get a free entry each day you card in. Plus, you can earn more. December 27th, one winner picks the truck for $35,000.
Must be 21. Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-589-9966, or visit org.ohio.gov. Ready to take a break? Visit timeoutohio.com.
Ready to call your next big career play? Huddle up with ProLink and get connected with the best opportunities in healthcare, manufacturing, engineering, and more. Whether you're looking for a flexible 10-week assignment or a 10-year permanent role, ProLink connects you with the right job and puts your long-term success first. Visit ProLinkWorks.com and click Get Started to apply now. ProLink, a proud sponsor of the Cincinnati Bengals. Hooday!
Welcome back to the halftime report. Taking a look at a couple of scores in the AFC North. The Steelers 17-7 over the Colts in the third quarter. The Lions trail the Vikings 17-14, and the Patriots 21-14 over the Falcons in the third. Let's go back to Dan Howard and Dave Lapham.
All right, Box, thank you. Time for the injury report. It's brought to you by Kettering Health, the best care for the best fans. Kettering Health, the official healthcare provider of the Bengals. Samaje Perine, doubtful for the rest of the game. He suffered an ankle injury returning a kickoff, so we do not expect to see Samaje Perine the rest of the way today. Now let's take a look at some halftime stats. They're brought to you by Paycor, proud to be the official HR software provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Flacco, 9 for 14 in the first half. Joe Calm threw for 165 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, a passer rating of 128.6. He continues his extraordinary play. It's basically been 3 full games now. The second half of the Green Bay game, the Pittsburgh and New York Jets games, and now the first half today against the Chicago Bears. Flacco in a Bengals uniform, 8 touchdown passes and no INTs. Caleb Williams, 12 for 24 for Chicago. He threw for 136 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks, passer rating of 88.4. The leading rusher for Chicago, Kyle Monangai, having a day. 16 carries, 100 yards in the first half for the rookie running back, his 7th-round draft pick out of Rutgers. Cincinnati's leading rusher has been Chase Brown, 5 carries, 23 yards. The leading receivers so far, Zacchaeus has 4 catches to lead Chicago in receptions. DJ Moore has 58 receiving yards to lead the Bears in that category. Chase and Higgins, 3 catches, 63 yards apiece, including a 44-yard touchdown grab by T. At the half, Cincinnati 20, Chicago 17. The Bears will get the ball to begin the third quarter when we come back on the Bengals Radio Network.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Find the perfect lighting for your home with LED bulbs from Sylvania. Create a relaxing atmosphere with Sylvania's white filament LED light bulbs. They offer a vintage look with modern efficiency and look great off and on. Now on sale through November 9th. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Giovanni's 20th Street is the place to be before, during, and after the game. 14 great beers on tap, plus classic Giovanni's pizzas, pastas, calzones, sandwiches, and wings. Never miss a minute of the action on 10 TVs now at Giovanni's 20th Street. And Giovanni's 20th Street has never looked or tasted better. Under new ownership and management. Dine in, get it to go, or have it delivered. Order online at Giovanni'sPizzaPower.com. 20th Street Giovanni's, right on Marshall's campus, across from Edwards Stadium.
Join us for an unforgettable conversation with Javier Zamora, the New York Times best-selling author of Salito, coming to Huntington's Joan C. Edward Playhouse as part of the Masters of Marshall Distinguished Speaker Series on Thursday, November 6th at 7:30 p.m. His memoir tells the story of an unaccompanied 9-year-old boy on his journey from a small town in El Salvador to the United States to reunite with his parents. For tickets, call the Marshall Artist Series at 304-696-6656 or visit Ticketmaster.com. Sponsored by Kindred Communications.
Touchdown! Bengals!
Hi, this is Matt Jones. You're listening to Ashland's home for Kentucky Sports Radio, Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340, Kentucky Sports Station.
At the half, the Bengals lead by a field goal, 20-17. Today's broadcast copyrighted by the Cincinnati Bengals for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or of any descriptions or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Bengals Radio Network.
WCMI Ashland, W227CI Catlettsburg, Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340, Kentucky Sports Station.
We are in the home radio booth at Paycor Stadium today. We should just start calling this the Dave Lapham radio booth after 40 years of service as a Bengals radio analyst. We're here with our great crew this afternoon, our producers. We've got a couple working with us today, Dave Yudi Armbruster and Alex Egan. Our on-site engineer, Dave MacGyver Abbott.
Yes.
Our host is Wayne Box-Miller. Our spotter is Dave Eagle Eye Kelly. Our statistician, Ben Jarvis, Brad Ellis. Our in-the-booth doctor, just in case lapse passion, leads to palpitations, Dr. Michael Hafar.
Oh, Michael, I'll tell you what, the way this one's going, I might need you. Yeah, 20 points at the half projects to a 40-point game. The Bengals are scoring, 30, 35, 40 points in games and not winning all of them. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's unheard of in today's National Football League. Going to have to get this one done. Bengals get the ball to start the second half and see.
Bears get the ball.
The Bears get the ball to start the second half. The Bengals need to get the ball back from them as quickly as possible and build on a 3-point lead. Don't go into the fourth quarter, like in a one-score battle, anybody's football game. Put it away.
We described the crew in the booth. We do not want to ignore our studio producer, doing a great job in Kenwood this afternoon, Sean McMahon.
Way to go, Sean.
So Money Mac will kick it off. By the way, on that blocked field goal at the end of the half, it was officially Joseph Osai who got a piece.
Dan, the Bears have 270 yards at halftime. Come on, man. 540 yards. I mean, they've rushed for 139 yards. The Bengals have rushed for 27. Are you kidding me? I mean, those kind of things are inexcusable. You got to do something about that. You got to turn the worm and got to turn it quickly if you want to win this football game.
Money Mac just 2 yards away from the ball as he will try to kick it between the 10 and the goal line. Kicked one into the end zone on his previous kick to pull the ball out to the 35, trying to avoid that. This kick very, very high, and it will be caught by Duvernay at the 5, sprinting to the 20, middle of the field, 25, slowed down and tackled at the 28-yard line by Joe Giles Harris. And that's where the first drive of the third quarter will begin for Chicago.
I thought that the kickoff coverage team there was strong. I thought Darren Simmons' group did a good job.
Illegal formation, kicking team number 81. It's a 5-yard penalty from the end of the return. First down, Chicago.
What was the illegal formation?
So the flag was thrown before the ball was even kicked. So somewhere in the setup zone, maybe somebody was a yard in the wrong position, something like that.
I don't know. It was on the Bengals on the kickoff. I wonder if somebody was too far or crowded the ball too much or too far off the ball. Whatever the case may be, it cost the Bengals 5.
So they said it was on the kicking team, but they mark it off against the receiving team.
Okay, that makes more
sense. We think that Durham Smythe was the guilty party for Chicago, and as a result, the Bears will have it at the 23, not the 28.
I love it.
Caleb Williams under center. First play is a play-action fake and a deep drop. Checks it down short. Dropped by Manungai. One of the few things he's done wrong today. Defended on that play by fellow rookie Barrett Carter. And it's 2nd down and 10.
Caleb Williams seems a little bit perturbed. It's like get the ball out there, make it an easy catch, a very catchable football. His running back does not get it done for him. And so now instead of, 2nd and 5 or less, it's 2nd and 10, different horse of a different color.
Manungai out, Britton Brown in at running back. He goes in motion out to the right, so it's an empty backfield on 2nd down and 10. Caleb Williams ready, catches the shotgun snap. Here comes Miles Murphy. Williams begins scrambling right, being chased by Shamar Stewart. Throws, caught by DJ Moore, and it's a 1st down for Chicago out to the 37-yard line.
DJ Moore's hurting a little bit. Took a shot at the end of that play, but helped up by his teammates, but goes right to the sideline, grabbing that left hamstring and grabbing it high up by the buttocks, and that is the worst possible place to have a hamstring pull.
Moore being looked at the sideline now, and he drops down to both knees. The Bengals have been able to pressure Caleb Williams, but haven't been able to finish.
Yeah.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Williams under center. Manungai back in the game. They hand it off to him, running left, cuts it toward the middle. B.J. Hill will make the tackle, but it's a nice pickup. He runs for 7 out to the 44.
Looking at on the sideline after the catch was made, you go to the sideline, you grab that hamstring, and then you go down on both knees on the sideline. I wonder if it was a cramp, because if you get a hamstring pull, you can't really bend, at the knees and go down and put your back on the ground almost like he did.
Moore has 72 receiving yards in the game and a touchdown pass that he threw to his quarterback in the first quarter. On 2nd and 3, it's another handoff. Manungai running again, and he'll pick up the 1st down as he runs for about 4 to the 48-yard line. TJ Slayton making the tackle.
Chicago Bears want to waste no time in recapturing a lead if they possibly can. Worst case scenario, tie the football game up. They've it hasn't been quite a track meet as such, but boy, the Chicago Bears have not had a whole lot of difficulty moving the football against the Bengals. 270 yards and a half will tell the whole story.
DJ Moore is checked back in at wide receiver for Chicago. Roma Dunze goes in motion out to the right. Caleb Williams drops back to throw. Looking, has time, checks it down. Caught by Manungai, the running back, at the 50. Cincinnati 45. And brought down near the 1st down marker at the Bengals 41.5. It will be a 1st down. Joseph Osai making the stop.
Boy, I'll tell you what, this guy, you can't tackle him high. He's got that low center of gravity. 5'9", like 220 plus pounds. I'm telling you, that's a stout running back, and running backs like him, they make a living on people that want to try to tackle him.
He ran for more than 3,200 yards at Rutgers, number 2 on the Scarlet Knights all-time list behind Ray Rice. On 1st and 10, Williams under pressure, being chased by Sample, guns a pass that's caught for a 1st down to Zacchaeus at the Cincinnati 27-yard line.
Man, Caleb Williams, great job that time, rolling to his right, and to throw back across his body to the middle of the football field, or even a little bit inside further, not between the hash mark and the numbers, and to throw a strike like he did. This guy has a howitzer hanging off of that right shoulder.
The Heisman Trophy winner 3 years ago at USC, Caleb Williams, first pick in last year's draft. 1st and 10 for the Cincinnati 27. Adunze goes in motion behind the QB. Williams with a deep drop, looking to throw, checks it down, caught by Manungai. 2 blockers in front of him. He's at the 20, down to the 16, tackled by Battle after an 11-yard screen play.
Man, tell you what, this kid can do it all. Runs the ball effectively, efficiently, smoothly, He's a good receiver out of the backfield. They have a whole set of screens that he can execute well. And he's a good blitz pickup guy. He stick his nose right in the chest of a linebacker.
In the red zone at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10 for Chicago. The Bengals up by 3, third quarter. It's a toss to Monungai with momentum. Middle of the pack, down to the 10. Shoved by the offensive line, down to the 9. 7 more yards for Monungai. B.J. Hill going for a ride. Monungai approaching 120 rushing yards. And we've got 10.5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
And when you look at the tape after the game, and you say, okay, this is a highlight play about finishing. This is what I'm talking about when I say finish as a coach in the coaching staff. Get after it. Don't quit on a play. Play it to the whistle.
His next carry will be his 20th. 2nd down and 3 from the Cincinnati 9. Loveland will line up as a fullback in front of Monungai. Adunze motions right to left. Williams hands it to Monungai. Up the middle, lowers the pads. Penalty flag down behind the play. The tackle is made short of the first down by a Bengals newcomer, Jordan Jefferson.
Let's see what this flag's about. Referee comes toward the line of scrimmage to talk about it, figure it out, get the communication.
Holding, defense number 94. Plays half the distance to the goal line from the end of the run. First down.
Well, Jordan Jefferson called for holding. 1st and goal.
Don't see defensive holding by a lineman very often. It happens every few games. Holding to prevent an offensive lineman from making his block.
Yeah, what he's doing, he's grabbing two offensive linemen, the center and the guard, preventing either one to come off.
1st and goal from the 3. The Bears trying to take the lead. Williams looking to throw from the 11, throws into the end zone and made a bad throw. Rome Odunze was open, threw it behind him. Odunze almost reached back to make the catch, but the ball squirted out of his hands, and it's 2nd and goal from the 3.
Yeah, to me it looked like it was tipped. I don't know. I thought somebody got a hand on that bad boy and redirected a little bit. Although looking at the replay, I think it cleared the line of scrimmage just a little bit behind Odunze, and he had to make a full turn to try to catch the football. Now, he's done it many times, as have many other receivers.
2nd and goal from the 3. Offset eye behind Caleb Williams. He takes the snap. He gives it to Monungai. Monungai fighting toward the goal line, and he is not in. He's about a half a yard away. T.J. Slayton making the tackle. 3rd and goal inside the 1.
Here comes some defensive linemen. Some linebackers come off the football field. Extra offensive lineman for the Chicago Bears was working his way on the field and then turned and sprinted back to the sideline. Let's see what the Bears come up with.
This will be the 11th play of the drive and the first 3rd down.
Now that says everything right there. Talk about having your way.
3rd and goal inside the 1. Williams under center, Monungai behind him. Williams takes the snap, and the play is blown dead. Too much time for Chicago.
Delay a game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Delay a game. Offense number 18, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Wow, that's a tough one there.
You know, especially you're at the 1 yard line. The play clock is 15 yards straight ahead on the wall. Right. All you have to do is look up over your center. You can see it. And they ran out of time.
I think I almost have to put some blame, though, on the sideline. I mean, were they taking too much time? Declan Doyle and Ben Johnson getting the play in.
3rd and goal outside the 5 now. Caleb Williams waiting for the shotgun snap. Monungai in the backfield to his right. 3 receivers out to the left, 1 out to the right. Williams back to throw. Fires a pass into the end zone. Loveland with the catch. Holds on to the ball after being smacked by Geno Stone. It's a touchdown for Chicago.
He does the flex. That's the big deal. And then he rocks the baby. Has the football like a baby and rocking the cradle. I'll tell you what, Chicago Bears waste no time in recapturing the lead. They go coast to coast on the first possession of the second half.
2nd touchdown pass for Caleb Williams. And for Colston Loveland, that is his first NFL touchdown catch.
Cam Taylor-Britt had a tough time when Loveland ran that post on him, boy. He got out-muscled.
The 10th pick in this year's draft has a TD. The extra point is good. And the Bears are back in front, 24-20, with 8:11 left in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout. Bengals about to get the ball for the first time in the second half, down by 4 on the Bengals Radio Network.
This is Marshall head basketball coach Corny Jackson, and it's time to turn up the energy in the can.
Marshall basketball is back. The season starts Wednesday, November 12th with Elon. New excitement, new energy, same tradition, and same goal. Sun Belt Conference Championship. Season tickets start at less than $9 per game.
Get your tickets today at herdzone.com, and let's keep the can rolling.
Spend an evening with 5-time Grammy winner Layla Hathaway, daughter of legendary Donny Hathaway, coming to the Joan C. Edwards Playhouse on Thursday, November 20th. Her rare talent and stunning vocals range from R&B to pop, jazz to gospel. Layla Hathaway is an artist, singer-songwriter, and producer not to be missed. For tickets, call the Marshall Artist Series at 304-696-6656 or Ticketmaster. Sponsored by Kindred Communications.
Campbell Midland football wraps up their regular season this Friday. Listen to the game on your new home for the Knights, 927 and 985 The Planet. The Knights are on the road this Friday, matching up against Parkersburg South. Campbell Midland Knights football on 927 and 985 The Planet is presented by Marshall Orthopedics. Get ready for hard-fought battles and unforgettable plays that keep the excitement going through the final whistle. The Knights play here, 927-985 The Planet Rocks. Campbell Midland football from Kindred Communications.
Your home for the Bengals.
Hey, let's go! Bring it out! Bring it out! Bring it out! Bring it out!
Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340. Kentucky's sports station.
Let's go!
Autos.
6 possessions for the Chicago Bears today. They've scored on 4. 3 touchdowns and a field goal. They also had a field goal blocked. They have only punted once.
Jeez.
Chicago leading 24-20. The Bengals have also only punted once today. Cincinnati's about to get the ball for the first time here in the third quarter, down by 4.
Offensively, get after it again. I mean, you scored 20 points, high-octane offense in the first half. Come out in the second half on your first possession, do it again.
4 takeaways for the Pittsburgh Steelers so far today. They lead the Colts 17-7. Now the kickoff. Charlie Jones, who ran one back for 98 yards and a touchdown to begin the game, starts from the 3, crosses the 30, loses the ball, and the Chicago Bears have it. No, the Cincinnati Bengals come away with it. Big hit there by the Chicago Bears on Charlie Jones.
Looked like Travis Homer.
It was Travis Homer, but the Bengals have the ball at the 31-yard line.
Fortunate to come away from that scrum with the football.
1st and 10 Cincinnati from the 31. Andre Yosivash motions from right to left. Flacco touches both sides of his helmet, changing the play from option A to option B. He takes the snap, hands it off to Chase Brown. Brown running up the gut and tackled at the 34 after a 3-yard pickup by Odangbo.
Now the defense for the Chicago Bears. The offense is basically begging them to step up and get a stop. They haven't been able to do it much. I mean, the offense has put 24 points on the board, 24-20 halfway through the third quarter. I mean, that's in today's NFL, that's crazy.
2nd down and 7. Flacco catches a shotgun snap from Karras, throws it over the middle, caught by Yosivash, brought down by 2 Bears at the 37.5. He's about 2.5 yards short of the first down. Tremaine Edmonds, far and away Chicago's leading tackler this year, was in on the stop along with C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah, and on this third down is now an makeable situation, and you know, theoretically you can run the football or throw the football, and Joe Flacco, if he throws it, I think that Joe Flacco will work the middle of the football field.
The Bengals are 1 for 4 on 3rd down conversions. 3rd down and 2.5. Shotgun snap. Flacco under pressure. Floats it downfield. Caught on the run. Penalty flags in the secondary. Hudson making the catch and running inside the 40-yard line of Chicago.
I wonder if somebody did something that he shouldn't have done to Jamar Chase. I don't know.
That's what spotter Dave Kelly says.
Yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of reach out and touch someone going on there. They ran him over. I mean, you can't do that.
Holding defense number 26. That penalty's declined. Result of the play is a first down, Cincinnati.
So the play itself was even better. A 33-yard floating pass to tight end Tanner Hudson that moves it all the way down to the 29 of Chicago.
Zach Taylor studying that play sheet, trying to come up with the best opportunity, the best option available as the Bengals approach the red zone again.
202 passing yards now for Flacco with 6:40 left in the third quarter.
Nice.
He's under center on 1st and 10 from the Bears 29. Cincinnati trailing 24-20 here in the third. Flacco is under center. Now he backs up into the gun. Catches the shotgun snap, cocks the arm, throws it deep for Tinsley, and he comes down with the ball. There's a penalty flag as well. Tinsley catching it at the 2-yard line. And it looked like he was interfered with by Tyreek Stevenson.
Agreed, 100,000%. And Joe Flacco audibleized. He was under center, stepped back, tapped both sides of his helmet, audibleized, saw what he liked.
Pass interference, defense, number 29. The penalty's declined. Result of the play is a first down.
Third catch of the year for Mitch Tinsley. They're going to spot it at the 1. So the Bengals are inside the Miami University red zone.
Are they ever? They're deep inside of that bad boy. And he liked what he saw. He saw a single coverage on that sideline, went to Tinsley before the safety could come anywhere near being a factor in the play.
Now they move it back to the 2, so the initial spot was accurate. First and goal from the 2. Flacco waits at the 7 for a shotgun snap. Flacco catches, hands it off. Chase Brown spinning forward, and he is brought down for a 1-yard loss at the 3-yard line by T.J. Edwards.
Man, I'll tell you what, the Chicago Bears made a statement on that play. Ford had some penetration as well up front in the defensive line. The Bears said, now, you might think that we're going to cave, we're going to quit. No, you're going to have to earn this touchdown. You're going to have to play every snap because we're going to fight every snap.
Second down and goal. The ball's in between the 2 and the 3. Flacco in the gun with Chase Brown to his right. 3 receivers out to the left. Now Higgins motions to the right. Shotgun snap caught by Flacco. Throws into the end zone. T. Higgins with the catch. Knocks over the pylon. They are not giving him the touchdown.
Really?
Even though he knocked over the pylon.
Wow.
It's going to be discussed. 2 officials are discussing it. For now, it has been spotted just short.
And I think the bigger official on the back of the end zone, I think he may overrule and say that was a touchdown.
It is. There's the touchdown signal.
Yes.
And we have also seen a replay. The ball was definitely over the white stripe as T. Higgins was turned on his back.
It's a touchdown.
Over the white stripe, inside the pylon. Touchdown. T. Higgins obviously had both feet in bounds easily. Touchdown from the big-bodied T. Higgins getting it done.
Second touchdown catch of the day for T. Higgins. Second touchdown pass for Joe Flacco. And the Bengals are back in front in this seesaw affair. They lead at 26-24 with the PAT coming up.
It is. Back and forth we go. Where we stop, who knows? I'm telling you, I just hope the Cincinnati Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium finish this one right.
A game like this, every point counts.
Right on.
See if Money Mac can tack one on for the Bengals. The execution is clean and the kick is good. The Bengals are up 27-24. Scoreboard operator just gave a point to the Bears. It is not 26-25. It is 27-24. We'll take a timeout. 5:19 left here in the third quarter. The Bengals up by 3 on the Bengals Radio Network.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with kids, finances, insurance, and life? Well, let your State Farm agent help you simplify and get to a better state. With State Farm handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too. Adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% to help you get ahead. Call an agent today and get to a better state with State Farm. In Huntington, John Garden, 304-525-1116. And in Barbersville, Marcia Slater, 304-736-6100.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Our Kendrick Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Z-Tech Bedliners. Protect your truck with a tough, durable bedliner and at the best price. Visit 3455 US Route 60 Huntington. Phone 304-736-2020. Elite Welding Academy. Become a certified welder in just 6 months. Apply now at EliteWeldingAcademy.com. And Poca Valley Bank. Get a home run with the right home mortgage. Buying or refinancing PBB helps round the bases. PocaValleyBank.com.
This is Dickie Martin, the voice of the Ashland Tomcats. Don't miss a single moment of the action. Tune in to Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340 for live coverage of every Tomcat game all season long. Your home for Ashland Tomcat football.
Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Back in front, 27-24. 5:19 left in the third, and what has been a wild and highly entertaining game thus far. And we still have more than 20 minutes of regulation to go. The lead is seesawed back and forth, and the Bengals have it right now by 3 after a 69-yard touchdown drive. 60 of the 69 yards coming on back-to-back throws. A 33-yarder to Tanner Hudson and a 27-yarder to Mitch Tinsley. So 2 unlikely heroes on that drive.
It's amazing. You have 2 explosive plays in your passing game like that in the same drive is great.
This kick fielded around the 3-yard line, being run up the middle of the field by the Bears and Blackwell. Penalty flags thrown as the tackle is made around the 27-yard line. Jordan Battle with the stop.
And it looked like an illegal block by the Chicago Bears, closer to the hash mark, kind of away from the play. Let's see if what I saw they were calling.
There is no foul in the play. First down, Chicago.
Decided to pick that flag up. Not enough damage was done.
Steelers have scored again. 24 straight points for Pittsburgh at home against the 7-1 Colts.
How about that?
And the Steelers lead at 24-7.
Man.
First and 10, Chicago from the 26. Caleb Williams under center. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Everybody bunched in tight. Williams hands it off to Manungai, finds a hole right side, and runs for 9. Out to the 35-yard line. DJ Turner making the tackle. 131 yards on the ground and counting for Kyle Manungai.
Amazing. Over 130 yards rushing. And still almost 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And I'll tell you, when you pick up 9 yards on first down, you are controlling the tempo. You're controlling everything.
He's averaging more than 6 yards per carry. Now they fake it to him. Caleb Williams fires over the middle. Caught by Loveland. And he'll be brought down by DJ Turner at the Cincinnati 33-yard line.
DJ Turner was trying to punch the ball out well after the reception was made. Loveland, he runs a good route. He runs a little post. He's the widest receiver in the formation. The big tight end is, and DJ Turner's having a good year. He's knocking the football out. He's defending passes, forcing fumbles, but that one he got beaten back.
New career highs for the rookie Loveland. We'll give you those numbers momentarily. First and 10 from the Cincinnati 34. Williams hands it off. Manungai slowed down but not tackled initially, and now he's brought down by Jordan Battle at the 31. 5 catches, 60 yards for Loveland. He is a rookie. His previous highs, 3 catches, 38 yards.
And these rookies are having career high, career best games. They come down to Cincinnati from Chicago as young bucks, and they're putting on a show.
Britton Brown checks in at running back. It is 2nd and 7 after that 3-yard run for Monungai. Loveland goes in motion. He's out to the right. Caleb Williams hands it off to Brown, trying to turn the right corner, runs through a tackle. Now greeted by Miles Murphy and brought down just shy of the first down. But that play should have been stopped near the line of scrimmage.
Right on. I mean, the beginning of the play, the Bengals defense looked like they had it in full control. I mean, they stuffed the blocker, stood him up, got off the blocks, got a tackle.
Cam Taylor-Britt was right there, threw his shoulder into Brown, but made no attempt to use his arms.
Yeah, no wrap-up. You got to finish.
Monungai getting some medical treatment on the sideline, so Brown stays in at running back. 3rd down and 1 for the Bears. Caleb Williams under center, takes the snap, gives it to Brown, dives for the first down, and gets it as he launches himself to the 23. Type of thing you're more accustomed to seeing at the goal line than the 24-yard line, but it worked.
Absolutely. Although back in the day, before the tush push and all that sort of thing, our running backs would go up and over in short yardage anywhere on the field as well.
I remember Sam Bam Cunningham of the Patriots, who seemed to launch himself about 5 times a week.
And he did it when he was in college at USC. That's where it all started,
1st and 10 at the 22 of Cincinnati. The Bears trying to take the lead back. They're down by 3 here in the 3rd quarter. Williams tosses it. It's a run to the left for Brown inside the 15. 10, 5, touchdown.
Jeez.
Doesn't matter who the running back is. Britton Brown, just promoted from the practice squad this week.
Man, I thought that Britton Brown could have gone either way. It was blocked out so well. The Bengals defense just got covered up. I mean, they got just handled at the line of scrimmage. And Brown could have he had his choice. And he could have gone inside, but you know what? I'm going to go outside. I'm going to run away from Jordan Battle. I would have had to make him miss. Would have had to make a better move to make him miss in the middle of the football field than I did on the touchdown run.
Britton Brown was drafted in 2022 by the Raiders. He had never carried in an NFL game prior to today. He's carried 3 times for 31 yards, including that 22-yard touchdown. The Bears have scored 31. The 8th straight game where Cincinnati has given up 25 or more.
Come on, man.
We've got a timeout, 1:57 left. Still in the 3rd quarter. We got a long way to go. It is Chicago 31, Cincinnati 27 on the Bengals Radio Network.
Fall may be the busiest time of the year. So much going on. So let Jim's Steak and Spaghetti take one thing off of your mind. What to eat. Enjoy Jim's one-of-a-kind spaghetti, haddock fish, famous homemade pies, and now introducing West Virginia hot dogs, all served with Jim's great quality service. Dine in or now order online and have it delivered. It's good food fast at Jim's Steak and Spaghetti, 920 Fifth Avenue, downtown Huntington. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 8:30, and Sunday, 11 to 3. Jim's, Fifth Avenue, Huntington, or jimspaghetti.com.
Join us for an unforgettable conversation with Javier Zamora, the New York Times best-selling author of Salido, coming to Huntington's Joan C. Edward Playhouse as part of the Masters of Martial Distinguished Speakers Series on Thursday, November 6th at 7:30 p.m. His memoir tells the story of an unaccompanied 9-year-old boy on his journey from a small town in El Salvador to the United States to reunite with his parents. For tickets, call the Martial Artist Series at 304-696-6656 or visit Ticketmaster.com. Sponsored by Kindred Communications.
Your home for the Bengals. Never quit on 3. 1, 2, 3. Never quit. Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340. Kentucky's sports station.
Let's go.
Lucky Charms cereal. But hurry, limited edition boxes of Lucky Charms and other favorites like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Honey Nut Cheerios, and Reese's Puff cereal won't last. Score them all at your local retailer.
Who Day Nation, sweeten your game day. Score 20% off at sweetbuckets.com. Popcorn, cotton candy, and more. Just use code WHODAY at checkout. That's sweetbuckets.com. Taste the victory today.
The quarterback drops back, throws, touchdown Bengals! And Garage Beer runs onto the field with a lawn chair.
Yeah, Garage Beer is an official beer of the Bengals. Part of the contract.
Fair enough. Beer-flavored beer.
1:57 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now it's the Bengals' turn to get the ball. Both defenses having a hard time keeping the opponent off the scoreboard. Chicago has pulled ahead 31-27. After a 22-yard touchdown run by Britton Brown. This kick fielded by Taj Brooks at the 3. Runs up the middle of the field to the 20, 25. And the rookie out of Texas Tech is tackled at the 27.
Let's see what Joe Flacco and company can do on this drive. You got a quarter of football left. You got to finish this football game against the Chicago Bears. You got to get a victory. You got to turn things around. You have to change the momentum of the season right now.
1st and 10, Cincinnati from the 27. Flacco has thrown for 231 yards and 2 touchdowns. We're still in the third quarter. He'll hand it off to Chase Brown here. Chase runs to the 31 for a gain of 4. TJ Edwards making the tackle. 8 carries today, 30 yards for Chase Brown, a little under 4 yards per attempt.
Yeah, it's been tough sledding for Chase Brown. There haven't been a whole lot of big gaping hole opportunities for Chase Brown to take advantage of.
His first run of the day went for 12. Since then, nothing big.
Nothing at all.
Clock running, 1:18 left in the third. Cincinnati trails Chicago by 4 here at Paycor Stadium. Bengals will go with an empty backfield for Flacco. Catches a shoulder-high snap, quick pass, caught. Chase Brown running for the first down. And he sprints forward to the 44-yard line. 13 yards on that quick pass to the running back. Tremaine Edwards, the former first-round draft pick back in his Buffalo Bills days, made the tackle.
Chase Brown ran a nice route there. I mean, he's an effective player out of the backfield. They get a myriad of screens that they run for him. He runs good routes out of the backfield, check down routes, and catches it well.
13 yards on the play, 37 seconds left in the third. 1st and 10 Bengals at their own 44. Flacco is under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off. It's an end around to Andre Yossi-Bosch. And Yossi gets pulled down by the foot around the 48-yard line. It was an interesting play because he lined up as a wing, basically next to the left tackle, so as an end around where he got the ball very quickly.
He did. I mean, that was an interesting little gadget gimmick trick play that Zach Taylor pulled out of his pocket.
2nd and 6 with 5 seconds left in the quarter. The Bengals don't have to snap it. Flacco in the gun, and he's not going to get the ball. So we'll head to the fourth quarter with Cincinnati looking to rally from a 4-point deficit. Our score at the end of 3, 31-27 Chicago on the Bengals Radio Network.
At Kettering Health, we're devoted to you, walking alongside you on your journey to better health. Whether you're battling cancer, overcoming an injury, facing surgery, or just looking for a doctor who truly cares about you, we'll be a shoulder to lean on. We give everything so you can focus on keeping your world turning. Even if the unexpected happens, we're supporting you to be your best. Kettering Health. Find care now at ketteringhealth.org.
This season's biggest catch? Jamar Chase right on the front of Lucky Charms cereal. But hurry, limited edition boxes of Lucky Charms and other favorites like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Honey Nut Cheerios, and Reese's Puffs cereal won't last. Score them all at your local retailer.
Get up, Cincy. It's game day in the jungle. The crowd's loud, the stakes are high, and your tailgate, it's legendary. You've got your jersey, your crew, your playlist. Now power it up with Just Bear Chicken. Just Bear Chicken is all natural chicken that's ready to take the field. We proudly stand by our promise of no antibiotics ever, no artificial ingredients or preservatives, and no added hormones or steroids. So however you tailgate, we're your MVP. What powers Who Day Nation? Just Bear Chicken.
Looking for the best internet service? Alta Fiber is the top-rated internet provider in Cincinnati, according to Ookla's speed test results. With speeds up to 3 gig and 99.99% network reliability, Alta Fiber is the easy choice. Don't settle for anything less than the best. For a limited time, get $50 off your first month when you bundle fiber internet and Fioptics Plus TV service for just $30 a month each. Sign up today at altafiber.com.
Bengal fans, Bengals Luxury Suites provide a great view of the action while offering an unparalleled combination of features and amenities. With limited inventory available, visit Bengals.com/suites to get yours today.
We are going to the fourth quarter. Chicago leads Cincinnati 31-27. And during the break between quarters, Demetrius Knight just went running into the locker room. Looked like he had his lower right leg checked out. Seemed to be moving pretty well on his sprint toward the locker room, but we shall see. The Bengals have the ball at their own 48. It is 2nd down and 6. We've had 6 lead changes in this game.
Crazy.
Jamar Chase goes in motion, lines up in the slot to the left. Flacco back to throw, pump fakes, and gets sacked. Ball comes out. And the Bears are celebrating. Austin Booker sacked Flacco and forced the fumble. Jervon Dexter appeared to recover.
So the Chicago Bears take over with a short field opportunity, and Joe Flacco, as he goes to the ground, the ball's definitely out.
A fumble recovered by the defense. First down, Chicago.
The ball's definitely out before his knee hits the ground, so it is the Chicago Bears football. And Zach Taylor's younger brother, Press Taylor, is the pass game coordinator for the Chicago Bears, and he's got to be pretty happy with what his quarterback has done. Caleb Williams has had himself a solid football game, to say the least, and DJ Moore and Odunze and all the other receivers have done a good job for him as well.
Coming into this game, the Bears were number 1 in the NFL in turnover margin. 16 takeaways, only 6 giveaways, and they come up with a takeaway on the first play of the fourth quarter. Strip sack by Austin Booker. Dexter recovers. Chicago's ball in Bengals territory at the 42-yard line.
I read Joe Flacco's lips when they had a close-up of him on the sideline. He was talking, with his compatriot at the quarterback position, Jake Browning, and he said, "I just dropped the ball. As I got, trying to wrap it up, I just dropped the ball." And that's very unusual for Joe Flacco to have poor ball security.
Tyson Bagent is in at quarterback. We don't know why. Caleb Williams has played well. He throws it backward. No, it was Bagent. Now cross-field pass caught by Caleb Williams. Williams with a blocker in front. It's Tooney inside the 25, down to the 20, and tackled there. So Bagent came in, lined up as a wide receiver to the right. Caleb Williams took the snap, passed it backward to another quarterback. He threw it back to Caleb Williams, his second catch of the day, and it's a long gain on more trickery by Chicago.
And Paul Brown would love this. Paul Brown, he was a big believer in, after a turnover, after a big play by the opponent, when you get the football, you got to do something, and that's the best time for trickeration.
1st and 10 at the 18 of Cincinnati. 2 catches by a quarterback today. Now a pass to Zacchaeus, and he will be tackled right away. Brought down at the 18. No gain on the play. Dax Hill makes the stop.
Got to hold this to nothing more than a field goal. You don't want to fall behind by 10 points at this stage of the football game with less than 14 minutes to play.
By the way, we mentioned that Demetrius Knight went to the locker room. He is not back out there yet, so the Bengals are playing on defense without him. 2nd down and 10 from the Cincinnati 18. Caleb Williams hands it off to Manungai. Straight ahead run, and this time he is stuffed. Picked up 2 yards. Jordan Battle was there. 3rd down and 8 coming up with 13 and a half minutes to go in the fourth. And Chicago up 31-27.
This is where you have to rise up. You have to bowl your back, bowl your neck. Limit this to nothing more than a field goal opportunity for Cairo Santos.
Bears have tried about 4 trick plays today.
Yeah.
And they worked.
Yep.
Including a touchdown pass to the quarterback for their first TD, thrown by a wide receiver. 3rd down and 8 from the Cincinnati 16. Caleb Williams ready for the shotgun snap. A lot of motion from his wide receivers. He's back to throw. Begins scrambling left. Now running toward the middle of the field and tackled short of the first down by Joseph Osai. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage, so that should be a sack for Joseph Osai. And here comes Cairo Santos to attempt a field goal.
That was a big play. Joseph Osai stayed with it because Caleb Williams, he's athletic now. This big-bodied quarterback can run. He has got super quick feet, and Joseph Osai stayed after it and recovered and made a play.
This will be a 36-yard try from the right hash for the Brazilian in his 12th NFL season, Cairo Santos. His kick on its way.
Perfect.
Right down the middle. And the fumble by Joe Flacco is turned into 3 points by the Chicago Bears. They're up by 7 with 12:03 to go. The score 34-27 Chicago. We'll take a timeout on the Bengals Radio Network.
5 divided by 3 is 166.7%. So Fifth Third Bank makes banking a Fifth Third better by protecting you and your money with Smart Shield. Like the Bengals defense protects their end zone. We blitz hackers with threat blocking. We run audibles with alerts. And we've always got a free safety roaming around with 24/7 monitoring. So when you want a great defense, you want Fifth Third. This is banking a Fifth Third better. Visit 53.com/SmartShield for more information, including product restrictions and details. Deposit and credit products provided by Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Skyline's new chicken chili is here. Now you can enjoy that legendary Skyline taste with a new protein option. Come try Skyline's new chicken chili on Waze, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites, including chicken chili Cholitos. When you taste it, you're gonna love it. So come try Skyline's new chicken chili today. It's a tasty new way to enjoy your Skyline time. Now available at participating Skyline restaurants.
Want the inside scoop on your Cincinnati Bengals? Get exclusive access to the Bengals Booth podcast, hosted by Dan Horde, the voice of the Bengals. Every week we bring you the latest news, expert analysis, and game recaps you won't hear anywhere else. Hear from Bengals players, coaches, and special guests as we break down every play and key moment of the season. Whether it's post-game breakdowns or insider info, Bengals Booth keeps you in the loop. Don't miss a single episode. Listen to Bengals Booth podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Every week where the Bengals have a game, we invite you to join us on Wednesday nights for the Bengals Game Plan Show presented by Bud Light. No show this coming Wednesday because it's a bye week. Visit Bengals.com/gameplan for more information. The Bengals are down by 7 with 12 minutes and 3 seconds left in regulation. Here comes the kickoff. We've seen a bunch of those today. Charlie Jones has run one back for a TD. He starts from the 2. Up the far side numerals to the 25. Tackled around the 26. And that's where the drive will begin for Cincinnati. DeMarco Jackson making the tackle for Chicago.
Well, that was pretty good coverage by the Bears kickoff coverage team. It's been spotty and inconsistent at best. But that one would be taken all day, every day by Richard Hightower.
34-27, Chicago by 7. Flacco is thrown for 244 yards and 2 picks. Comes out in an empty backfield on 1st and 10 from the 26. 5-man rush, Flacco in trouble and driven into the ground for a sack. Montez Sweat sacking Joe Flacco, and that's back-to-back sacks. Final play of the previous drive, first play of this drive.
Sweat's their best pass rusher, and he got it done. He got it done on that snap. There's no question about it. It was an assignment error right there. I mean, Mims went inside and picked up a linebacker and let Sweat go. Didn't formationally. They were a man short. They were outsmarted on that snap.
4th sack of the year for the former first-round draft pick by Washington. On 2nd and long, Flacco in trouble. Tried to check it down to Chase Brown, and the pass was deflected and falls incomplete. Flacco wound up in the back of the end zone as he was retreating, with Montez Sweat getting a piece of the throw.
Tell you what, when the Chicago Bears decided that they needed to turn up the pass rush, the players have responded, particularly Sweat. He's their best guy. He's their Trey Hendrickson, and he has made plays for him.
T. Higgins out wide to the left. 3rd down and 16. The Bengals at their own 20. Shotgun snap to Flacco. 4-man rush for Chicago. Pass over the middle. Caught by T. Higgins for a first down all the way out to the 40 for a 20-yard gain. Tremaine Edmonds making the tackle for the Bears.
3rd and 16. You go to the middle of the football field on a slant route to T. Higgins for 20. Are you kidding me? That's phenomenal. I mean, T. Higgins stepping up big when a big play is needed.
5 targets, 5 catches, 86 yards, and 2 touchdowns for T. Higgins. 1st and 10 Bengals at their own 41. Jamar Chase goes in motion. Flacco looking to throw. Looks around, throws, incomplete, near the feet of Chase Brown. And a late hit put on Flacco by Odangbo. Legal, but thrown after he got rid of the ball.
Right. It was legal, but, if you're an offensive lineman, you don't like to see your quarterback take that kind of hit, legal or not. I mean, you got to do a better job of protecting Joe Flacco, particularly down the stretch here. 10.5 minutes to play. How about you make a pact as an offensive line and running backs and blitz pickup and all those sorts of things to keep Joe Flacco upright and contact free.
He's been sacked 3 times. That's the most times he's been sacked since taking over as the Bengals starting quarterback. Shotgun snap to Joe, 4-man rush, throws over the middle, caught by Tanner Hudson. And he's close to a Bengals first down. Might be a half-yard short, just past the 50-yard line. Edmonds with another tackle for the Bears.
Tanner Hudson, another viable option as a receiver at the tight end position. Joe Flacco understands and realizes that there's more talent receiving the football than just Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. The Cincinnati Bengals are well stocked and well fortified at the receiver and tight end spot.
2 catches, 41 yards. Bengals bring in a 6th offensive lineman, Lucas Patrick. He lines up like a fullback. It's a running play up the middle, and the Bengals get the first down. They pick up a couple. Chase Brown running. Got really low to the ground on that run, and the Bengals move the sticks with the clock running. 9:38 to go, and Cincinnati down by 7.
Dylan Fairchild, the rookie guard, vehemently signals first down. He wants to get the troops fired up a little bit, and Cincinnati Bengals went north and south on that run very successfully.
33 rushing yards today for Chase Brown. 9:18 to go. 1st and 10 at the 47 of Chicago. Flacco fakes to Chase Brown. Now throws to Chase Brown. Has some open running room to the right and runs out of bounds on the Bears sideline around the 41-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. It might be the 42. Decent pickup. Edmonds and Stevenson were there to make the stop.
Went up and over and just basically low hurdle, high hurdle kind of a defender for the Chicago Bears. And then when he hit the ground running, picked up another yard or 2. Excellent effort out of the backfield once again by Chase Brown.
6 yards on the check down to Chase Brown. 2nd down and 4 with the ball between the 41 and the 42 of Chicago. Cincinnati trails by 7 in the 4th quarter. Flacco with a deep drop, screen pass caught by Chase Brown. Tracked down and tackled short of the first down by Montez Sweat. It's going to set up 3rd down and 2, and certainly 2-down territory for Cincinnati.
Absolutely. And look, I mean, you got to pick it up here on 3rd down. 3rd and 2 is going to be a money in the bank opportunity for your offense to convert and move the chains for a fresh set of downs.
Noah Fant checks out. 15 on the play clock. The Bengals are still in the huddle. Flacco barking out instructions. Now they break the huddle and come to the line with 8 seconds on the play clock. 3rd down and 2 from the 39 of Chicago. Flacco motions Chase Brown into the backfield. Play clock about to go to 0. They hand it off to Chase Brown. Runs for the first down as he lunges to the 33 of Chicago. They snapped that in the nick of time.
They did, and they went to the right side of the offensive line. Chase Brown runs the ball behind Dylan Fairchild, and big old number 71 for the Cincinnati Bengals at the right tackle position, and Marius Mims. And Ted Karras did a good job as well, making sure that the nose guard wasn't going to be involved.
6 yards on the run, 41 yards on this drive so far as the Bengals try to tie the game with 7:16 to go. Flacco fakes a handoff. It's a deep drop. Pump fakes, throws. Caught by Chase Brown at the 30. Running toward the far sideline and picks up a couple of extra yards as he goes out of bounds at the 27. Stevenson gets credit for the tackle. It's a gain of 6.
Chase Brown is in great shape, and they're using him. I mean, they're getting him the football. They're feeding him the football in the running game. They're checking it down to him in the passing game. And they felt like he was going to have to have a big effort to win today's football game, and he is putting forth a big effort.
He'll come out for a play. Taj Brooks checks in with Samaje Perine out with an ankle injury. 4 catches for Chase Brown in the game. 2nd down and 4. They hand it off. Taj Brooks nailed near the line of scrimmage. Jaquan Brisker coming up from the safety position to make the tackle. Maybe a 1-yard gain there. It's 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, basically the Chicago Bears sold out there. If the Bengals had happened to be calling a play-action pass, would have been interesting to see how the Chicago Bears would have handled that on the back end, but it wasn't.
The Bengals have 3 third-down conversions on this drive, looking for another. It's 3rd and 3 at the 26 of Chicago with 6:05 to go. And Cincinnati trailing 34-27. Flacco catches a shotgun snap, looking, and he throws incomplete. No receiver nearby. The Bears are calling for intentional grounding, and they might get a flag.
No flag yet. They're talking about it.
Flacco is in the pocket, and there was no receiver in the vicinity.
Zach's looking out there saying, "You're kidding me. The Chicago Bears are signaling that intentional grounding action where 2 hands to one side."
There it is. There's the flag. It's the right call. He had a man in his face, threw it into the ground near the left tackle, Orlando Brown Jr., but there was no receiver nearby.
Intentional grounding, offense number 16. Heavy's 10 yards from the previous spot. Also brings up a loss of down, so it's 4th down.
So here's the problem with that. Now it becomes a very difficult field goal try.
Yeah.
And you can't go for it at this point because it's 4th and 13.
Right. And you're down 7.
Well, I say they can't go for it, but the offense is still out there.
Zach's showing a lot of confidence right now in his.
Now here comes McPherson.
In his skilled players. And after a second thought, more time to think about it, see if Money Mac can hit a bomb.
It's going to be about a 54-yard try for Evan McPherson. Career long is 59. He shares the Bengals record. His long this year is 50.
Got to get some elevation. The Bears will be jumping, trying to get it.
Play clock at 1. They snap it. Here comes the kick from Money Mac. Right down the middle and good with ease.
Short.
No, I beg your pardon. It comes up short.
Yeah, Money Mac hit the bottom, below the bottom third of the football, and it looked like it was going to carry, but it didn't. It died and fell short of the crossbar.
I beg your pardon. I was looking at the TV monitor, and it looked like it was going to be blasted right down the middle. My mistake. My apologies. And we've got a timeout with 5:53 to go. Chicago 34, Cincinnati 27. It's going to be a great drive start for the Bears as they take over at the spot of the kick, the 44-yard line, when we come back on the Bengals Radio Network.
Looking for the best place to soak up the fall season? It's Kerber Beer Company on Brady Street in Barbersville, next to 1861 Public House. Their Brady Street Beer Garden is the perfect place to sip a craft beer, cocktail, or glass of wine while enjoying great food, live music, and that friendly village vibe. And this fall, don't miss their new seasonal brew, the Herb Fest Beer. Can't make it to the tap room? Kerber Beer is on tap at more than 25 locations. Kerber Beer Company, from our village to your glass. KerberBeer.com.
Are you ready to be a part of something bigger? Join a West Virginia Laborers Local Union. We're on the lookout for dedicated individuals to join our skilled workforce. With comprehensive training and a strong support system, we'll help you build a fulfilling career. Step into a future with endless opportunities. Visit WVLDC.org and start your journey today. West Virginia and Appalachian Laborers District Council and LIUNA, your workforce solution. WVLDC.org.
Here's another Kinder Communication Community Chatter, the Huntington Camerata Classical Guitar and String Quartet, performing at the First Presbyterian Church of Ironton Sunday, November 2nd at 3 p.m. part of the Ironton Council for the Arts. Admission is $15 payable at the performance.
This Tanner Communications Community Chatter brought to you by Thornhill Auto Group, your total automotive dealer for Buick, Chevy, Ford, Jeep, Lincoln, Mitsubishi, and more.
Touchdown! Bengals!
Hi, this is Matt Jones. You're listening to Ashland's home for Kentucky Sports Radio. Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340, Kentucky Sports Station.
Bengals are down 7 with 5 minutes and 53 seconds to play, and it's time to get an edge with Bengals Banking. Visit 53.com/Bengals to learn more about our Fifth Third Better perks for Bengals fans just like you.
And yet another costly penalty on the Bengals today. This time it was intentional grounding on Joe Flacco, turning what would have been an easy field goal into a 54-yard try, and Evan McPherson came up just short. The Bears take over at the 44, 5:53 to go. They lead Cincinnati 34-27. Here's a toss to the right for Nungai, big hole. 50, Cincinnati 45, gets away from Jordan Battle, 35-30. Angling toward the middle of the field at the 20. Run down and tackled by Oren Burks at the 15-yard line.
Well, Nungai made him pay. They come up short on that field goal. And the Chicago Bears say, man, we keep our 7-point lead and we get the ball in favorable field position. Let's take advantage. And the Chicago Bears offensive line did a good job. Boy, I'll tell you what, that was a hell of a block on the perimeter. Getting out on the edge was Darnell Wright. He had an excellent block.
175 rushing yards for rookie Kyle Monangai. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line of Cincinnati. The Bears line up in an I formation backfield. Williams takes the snap. It's an end around for DJ Moore. Has Loveland in front to block. 10, 5, pylon. Out of bounds short of the goal line. 1 yard short of a Chicago touchdown. Cam Taylor-Britt gets credit for the tackle.
And the Bengals hustling, still trying to make a play.
Number 75 is eligible. 75 reports eligible.
Big old 75 in the football game is eligible. That's Ozzie Trapillo. But, boy, 1st and goal at the 1 yard line. The Chicago Bears bring in the beef. They bring in their big personnel. Cincinnati Bengals are going to have to answer.
Bengals are going to throw a red challenge flag there as the ball came out at the end of that end around by DJ Moore.
That the player did not fumble the ball and it went through the end zone for a potential touchback.
So they are hoping that DJ Moore's fumble went over the pylon.
Ooh. Well, he's already out of bounds. I don't know how they can say it went over the pylon. That one's going to be maybe a tough one.
What about the ball?
Yeah, I'm saying the ball is already past the pylon. When he loses control of it, he's already past the pylon, it looked like. But maybe take a look at this angle. Ooh. Now they got an argument. I think it's slight, but they're alive.
Now, on that replay, it looks like a touchdown. Cam Taylor-Britt knocks it out at the last moment as DJ Moore has the ball extended over the pylon. I think it's going to be a Chicago touchdown.
Yeah, if he was over the pylon, if he wasn't short of the pylon in terms of at the half-yard line.
Touchdown would give Chicago a 14-point lead, or 13 with the PAT coming up with 4:53 to go.
That would seem to be a lock. Would be put on the football game at that point, up 14 points with less than 5 minutes to play.
We've seen multiple angles. Moore extends the ball with his left arm toward the pylon. And then Cam Taylor-Britt hits him and the ball comes flying out. But it looks like it's still in the receiver's possession as he holds it over the pylon.
Taking a good long look at it, boy. He's looked at it multiple times. There's a lot of conversation going on between he and the instant replay booth official.
The original call on the field was out of bounds at the 1.
Boy, still checking it out. Looks like the headset's coming off here momentarily. Oh, nope, not yet. Here we go.
After review, the ruling on the field is a touchdown for Chicago. And Cincinnati does not lose its challenge and does not lose its review.
So, in keeping of the day, the Bengals challenged a play where the ruling on the field was out of bounds at the 1. They were hoping that it would get changed to a fumble that went through the end zone for a touchback.
Right.
But on the review, it becomes a touchdown.
So the worst case scenario
pretty much
happens for Zach Taylor and his troops.
40 points on the board for the Bears.
Again? Jeez.
And now the extra point. Santos puts it in the air, and the kick is good. 41-27 with 4:53 to go.
Tell you got to give the Bears offense a lot of credit. I mean, they come south and they post 41 points. That's almost unbelievable that it could happen to the Cincinnati Bengals defense again. It's like a weekly occurrence now. They're getting pounded by every opponent that they face in the NFL.
It's the 5th time this year they've given up 30 plus.
Crazy.
Second time they've given up 40 plus. Now the previous time they gave up 40 plus included some defensive touchdowns in Minnesota. That has not been the case today. Money Mack missed a 54-yard field goal try, and 2 plays later, the Bears are in the end zone. The long run by Manungai and the 16-yard reverse by DJ Moore. Here comes the kick. Charlie Jones waits and catches at the 4. Far side numerals to the 20, sprinting to the 25, 30, wrapped up and tackled at the 33. 4:47 to go, and the Bengals will start from the 33-yard line.
The Bears, 33 rushes on the day, 262 yards on those 33 carries, 7.9 yards per attempt. That is atrocious. You can't give up almost 8 yards a carry to any football team and expect to win in the National Football League.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. Short pass over the middle. The catch is made. And great run after the catch. Tremendous by Chase Brown to pick up 10 yards and a first down. Bengals are going to go hurry up with 4.5 minutes to go, trailing by 14.
There's no quitting that young man. He is going to take advantage of every opportunity, every rep that he's given, he's going to maximize.
Shotgun snap, caught shoulder high by Flacco, fires a pass, caught over the middle by Jamar Chase. He's at the 35 and tackled around the 32 of Chicago by Nick McLeod. So back-to-back first down pickups for Cincinnati. That catch for Jamar Chase is 4th of the game.
They're chunking him now. They're hitting some big plays, a lot of yards after contact.
Shotgun snap to Flacco's thrown for 322 yards. He throws, diving attempt, incomplete, intended for Yossi Bosch. Gardner Johnson in coverage. It stops the clock with 3:51 to go.
Yossi gave all-out effort on that play. I mean, he went diving for the football, had it in his hands, but when his elbows hit the ground, it jarred the football loose from his grasp. Tough catch when you have to go totally horizontal to try to make a play.
41-27. Chicago up by 14. 3:51 left. Second down and 10 for Cincinnati at the 33. Snap back to Flacco. He's going to float it high and deep toward the end zone, and T. Higgins, incomplete. T looked like a center fielder going straight back, twisted left, twisted right, eventually managed to get under the ball but could not make the catch.
Yeah, T. Higgins is remarkable at how he can track a football. It's amazing. It's almost like he has a GPS tracking system for football, and Joe Flacco decided to try to give him a chance, just could not quite capitalize.
Third down and 10 at the 33 of Chicago with 3:45 to go. Flacco ready for the shotgun snap. He catches, drops back, fires, incomplete for Higgins, and it's 4th and 10. Nashawn Wright slapped that one away, and this is the Bengals' last chance.
Operating down the field on the opposite side of the football field, Yossi and Jamar Chase. It would have been interesting to see if Joe Flacco gave that just a little bit more time, what it might have looked like. Joe Burrow has been down on the football field for a good part of the second half, observing and catching up with Joe Flacco as he comes off the field.
Sample and Chase Brown are in the backfield on either side of Flacco. 4th down and 10. The Bears send a blitz. Flacco throws, caught over the middle. Chase Brown running the 20, 15, and hops his way forward down to the 12. The Bengals pick up 21 on 4th and 10 and stay alive as they drive into the Miami University red zone.
Cover 2, the 2 safeties were deep, and they were really deep. I mean, the middle of the football field, it was cavernous. It was so wide open. I mean, there was a huge gaping hole between linebackers and safeties there for Chase Brown to take advantage of.
1st and 10 from the 12 with 3:09 to go. Flacco looking to throw, fires a pass, knocked up in the air, intercepted. There's a penalty flag down. Looks like it's going to be pass interference against Chicago. The Bears are running the interception back. Byard down the sideline, racing for the end zone. A hustling Chase Brown tackles him just in case. But again, we expect this to be a flag on Chicago.
Yeah, I think definitely contact occurred well before the arrival of the football. Chase Brown's had himself a long day. I mean, he's been involved in a lot of plays.
He's going to be exhausted after running 100 yards to prevent a touchdown that wouldn't have counted.
Pass interference, defense, number 24. Ball he placed this 5-yard line, 1st down.
Nick McLeod called for the penalty, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 5 as he interfered with Jamar Chase.
Right. And they're on the outside. They're on the outside working against each other, and Jamar Chase runs a post route, and he just basically goes right through his back to try to make a play on the football, and no can do there.
2:50 to go, 1st and goal from the 5. Taj Brooks has to come in at running back after that 100-yard sprint and tackle by Chase Brown. T. Higgins out to the left. Jamar Chase will go in motion and join T on that side. Timeout called by Chicago. First one used in the second half by Ben Johnson and the Bears.
Ben Johnson feels like this is a critical call for his defensive football team, wants to make sure that the coaches have thought it through every conceivable way and made a selection, a decision that they're comfortable with, and imparted that to the players on the football field.
The Bears trying to get to 5-3 under their new head coach. He spent 4 years working with Zach Taylor with the Miami Dolphins. Pittsburgh up by 10 in the 4th quarter over Indy, 27-17. Taj Brooks stays in at running back, 1st and goal from the 5. Higgins and Chase both out to the left. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Looking, firing into the end zone. Caught by Andre Yosibash, but he might have stepped out of bounds first. Penalty flag in the back of the end zone.
Did he step on the end line in the back of the end zone? If he did, he can't come back on the field to play and be the first one to touch the football. And both officials, talking to the referee, had their hats off. That means that they threw where they felt like he stepped out. They threw those hats. How about the Bengals 0 for the division against the NFC North?
There is no foul on the play. The ruling of the field is an incomplete pass. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, why would it be incomplete?
Why would it was out of bounds and did not reestablish before touching the pass?
It was not out of bounds. I would challenge that one. It was not out of bounds.
2nd and goal from the 5.
knows that left foot out of bounds? Was it? Hard to see.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. Retreats to the 14-yard line. Throws, and it is intercepted by a diving linebacker, Edmonds. Now he starts running it back, and he's got blockers in front.
He's
it's
gone.
a convoy to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Flacco running after him. He can't catch up. Touchdown, Chicago. The final nail in the coffin for the Chicago Bears.
Man, oh man.
Tremaine Edmonds with his 14th career interception, his 4th this year as a linebacker, and his second career pick six.
And the Chicago Bears creep closer and closer to hanging a half a hundy on the Bengals. Unbelievable.
So one play after Andre Josivas stepped out of bounds on what should have been a touchdown pass, the Bengals give up a long pick six. I mean, how many devastating penalties have they been called for in this game?
That's the reason they're going to go 0-4 against the NFC North. They've just killed themselves. I mean, they've been their own worst enemy. They've made more plays to hurt themselves in these football games than the division teams have from the NFC North.
The play is being reviewed, as all touchdowns are, to make sure that Edmonds was not touched when he went to the ground to come away with that diving pick. First one that Flacco has thrown in a Bengals uniform. And it goes for a pick six.
Edmonds goes to the ground, but he can get up and run.
After review, the ruling of the field is that the runner was down by contact after he intercepted the ball at the 4-yard line. It'll be Chicago's ball at that spot. It's first down.
Chase Brown got a piece as Edmonds was going to the ground, so it's not a pick six. It is an interception, and the Bears will take over at their own 4 with 2:29 to go.
And Chase Brown with his left hand, literally his index finger of his left hand hit the shoulder pad and nullified an interception return for a touchdown. He can't believe it.
2 more takeaways for the Bears today, 18 this season.
The only good news is Flacco does not have a touchdown against him on the interception return.
So the Bears have it at their own 4. They lead by 14, 2:29 to go. Chance to add to their rushing total, which stands at 262 yards.
Need a takeaway here by the defense right now.
1st and 10 from the 4. Williams hands it off. Manungai is going to be tackled for a loss. Chris Jenkins and Geno Stone were there to make the stop. Well, he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but no gain on the play. The Bengals will call a timeout with 2:35 to go.
So the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. The Bengals will have 2 timeouts remaining, as will the Chicago Bears.
Let's run down some of the costly penalties today, or mistakes. Opening touchdown drive by Chicago. Bengals sacked Caleb Williams on 3rd and 10. There was illegal contact down the field on Demetrius Knight. That extended that drive. Later in the first half, Bears missed a field goal. Bengals were offside. Made it 4th and 1. They converted and then drove down the field and scored a touchdown. Britton Brown entered running back on 2nd down and 9. And now the Bears flinch, and it's going to cost Chicago 5 yards or half the distance.
Offense number 79. At least half the distance to the goal line. 2nd down.
That penalty is on Theo Benedette. And it cost they replay the down. Cost them just a couple of yards, and bad field position got a little bit worse.
The Bengals had an intentional grounding penalty that turned a relatively easy field goal into a long one that they missed. Here's another handoff, and Brown will be brought down by Shamar Stewart at the 4. The Bengals will call another timeout. They're down to their final one.
Cincinnati takes its 2nd timeout. 30-second timeout.
2:30 to go.
And again, it'll stop the 2-minute warning, and they'll have one timeout after that, but you're down by 14 points. It's not like it's a 3-point game. It's not like it's a 7-point game. You're down 2 scores, not just one. I mean, Zach Taylor's going to have to be a magician and pull some magic out of his hat.
And the most recent costly mistake, Andre Yosibash stepping out of bounds before breaking wide open for what would have been a Bengals touchdown. Interception on the very next play. Toss sweep to the left. Brown tackled short of the first down by Oren Burks around the 11 or 12-yard line.
And he stayed in bounds, let the clock run a little bit.
Bengals will call their final timeout to prevent that from happening. 2:24 to go.
And fourth down, we're going to have to punt it away to the Cincinnati Bengals one last time.
Bengals are out of timeouts. 2:24 left. Chicago up by 14 points, 41-27. Steelers are up by 10 with a minute to go, so it looks like Pittsburgh is going to beat the 7-1 Indianapolis Colts. Here comes Taylor's punt. P.J. Jules got fairly close to blocking it, but didn't. It's fielded at the 43 by Charlie Jones, runs sideways, and trots out of bounds around the 45-yard line.
Yeah, he was looking to preserve clock, save seconds. It was more of a goal of his than yards gained.
2:15 left. The Bengals need to score a touchdown, recover an onside kick, and score another. If they score the first, they would probably go for 2, much like the Jets did last week. Flacco catches a shotgun snap against a 4-man rush. Good protection. His pass caught by Jamar Chase. Jamar will pick up the first down as he fights his way to the 44 of Chicago for an 11-yard pickup.
Jamar Chase, always the competitor, uber competitive. Never went to the ground.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. We'll take a timeout. Chicago 41, Cincinnati 27, 2 minutes to go on the Bengals Radio Network.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Life is full of twists and turns. Make sure you're protected with Partners Insurance and Financial Services. From home and auto to life and business insurance, we're here to help you plan, protect, and prosper. Our experienced team works with top providers to find the coverage that fits your life and your budget. And when it comes to your financial future, we're right there with you every step of the way. Partners Insurance and Financial Services, your partner in peace of mind. Call or visit us online today. Let's build your future together. Search Partners Insurance and Financial Services.
Our Kendrick Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
the providers at Marshall OBGYN. Online at marshallhealth.com/OBGYN. The Area Agency of Aging, Southern Ohio's designated Aging and Disability Resource Network. And Swisher and Losi, independently owned with free local delivery and drive-thru service. 636 East Main Street in Pomeroy, Ohio.
Your home for the Bengals.
Hey, let's go! Bring it out! Bring it out! Bring it out! Bring it out!
Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340. Kentucky's sports station.
Let's go!
We have 2 minutes to go in regulation. Chicago 41, Cincinnati 27. Bengals have the ball at the Bears 44. Cincinnati is out of timeouts, as the Bengals look for a miraculous finish, a touchdown, an onside kick recovery. There have only been 2 successful ones in the NFL this year, and then another TD.
Tall task.
Sure is. Joe Flacco has thrown for 354 yards today with a sprained AC joint. Pretty remarkable performance.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Flacco drops back to throw, checks it down, picked off the ground by Chase Brown, trying to get out of bounds. He will. Sprints out at the 42 to stop the clock with 1:53 to go. Deshaun Wright running him out.
Yeah, Joe Flacco is the uber competitor, isn't he? I mean, this guy loves the game of football. It's what his life is all about. I mean, he loves playing football. He loves being a football player, and he loves his teammates.
On the pregame show today, Tony Pike and Mo Egger discussed, would you bring him back as Joe Burrow's backup next year?
I would.
At 41. I would too.
Yep.
Flacco throws, caught by Andre Yosivas, running down to the 25. He'll trot out of bounds to stop the clock at the Chicago 23-yard line. Kevin Byard makes sure he doesn't go down the field for a touchdown. Chicago went for the pick there, and the defensive back who tried to intercept it whiffed, allowing Andre Yosivas to make the catch for a 19-yard gain.
When DBs come up empty, that's usually what happens. And just what Yossi did, make them pay with yards after catch.
1:47 to go at the 23 of Chicago. Shotgun snap. Flacco throwing up the field. It is caught by Noah Fant. Running up the seam. He catches the touchdown pass, and the Bengals will go for 2 with 1:43 to go.
How about Joe Flacco? Just talking about how this guy is a guy that's going to give you his best effort every single week. Well, he also gives you the best effort every single snap. I mean, he is a remarkable competitor that has a howitzer hanging off of that right shoulder.
So the Bengals are down 41-33. You go for 2 here to try to make it a 6-point game, because if you fail, well, you could still score 8 points to force overtime. Flacco drops back, throws it into the end zone, and it is caught for the 2-point conversion by T. Higgins. He has 2 touchdown catches and a 2-point conversion. So the Bengals are down by 6, 41-35. They're going to try for an onside kick, and if they recover it, there would be plenty of time left to try for a game-winning touchdown.
Right on. They have no timeouts left. But, man, if they can recover an onside kick and only have to negotiate half a football field or less, Joe Flacco is capable of doing that in 1 minute and 40 seconds. I mean, it's not beyond the realm of possibility whatsoever.
It has become very difficult to recover onside kicks. So difficult that the NFL has been toying with changing the rules for something like a snap on a 4th and 15 play or 4th and 20, something like that. But for now, the onside kick still exists. The ball will be placed on a tee at the 35-yard line. And we'll see if the Bengals can come up with it. Give themselves a chance with 1:43 to go.
Darren Simmons has worked on this many, many times. Off-season workouts, OTAs, training camp. See if the Bengals can come up with something.
5 teammates on each side of Evan McPherson, so it's hard to tell which way he's going to kick it. He stands about 3 yards away from the ball. He approaches it, kicks it left. It is bouncing short of 10 yards, but it hit a member of the Chicago Bears, giving the Bengals a chance to recover, even though it did not go 10 yards. If the Bears touch it first, that makes it a live ball.
And there's a wrestling match going on for that football now, man. Strong hands win. I've been in those situations, man. It's like you're fighting for your life in that pot.
The officials are trying to pull players off the pile as the fight goes on for the ball on the ground at the 43-yard line.
One official's yelling, Bengals ball.
The Bengals have recovered.
Bengals ball.
The Bengals have recovered with 1 minute and 42 seconds to go.
Oh, it ain't over yet. It is not over yet, folks.
And the guys at the bottom of the pile still have not conceded.
Right. Little skirmish going on. Bengals got it. And they're running to the goal line with it. Spiked it at the 25.
Daniel Hardy was the guy who touched the ball before it went 10 yards.
I think Oren
for Chicago.
I think
hit him in the left foot.
Yeah. He kicked it with his left foot, and I think Oren Burks fell on top of it. I don't know. We'll see. in the scrum.
So the Bengals take over at the 42.5 with a chance for the miracle finish of all miracle finishes.
Yes.
They have the ball at the 43 with 1:42 to go, down by 6. Flacco catches a shotgun snap, throws it over the middle. It is bobbled and dropped by Chase Brown. Incomplete, stopping the clock with 1:37 to go.
I don't know if this is the case. I couldn't really tell, but you can't take your eyes off the football before you've got it in your hands and securing it. Joe Flacco was a little low at the throw. I think Chase would like to have that one back again. I think he feels like he should catch that thing.
Oren Burks, by the way, did officially recover the onside kick. 1:39 to go. Cincinnati trails 41-35. Bengals have the ball at their own 43. Flacco ready, catches the shotgun snap. The Bears send 4. The pass, caught over the middle. What a throw, what a catch. T. Higgins for a first down at the 45 of Chicago. The Bengals are out of timeouts. The clock is running with 1:25 to go.
How about T. Higgins stepping up big?
1st and 10 to Chicago 45. Shotgun snap. Flacco throwing it deep downfield. Higgins holds on to the football at the 22-yard line of Chicago. T is hurt, but he held on to the ball. Brisker made the catch, and the Bengals have it at the 23 of Chicago with 1:11 to go.
Unbelievable effort. And what a throw by Flacco. I mean, feathery touch. And T. Higgins catches that football just outside the numbers.
Holding. Defense number 92. That penalty's declined. Result of the play is a first down.
All right, you ready for this lap?
Yes.
Joe Flacco, at age 40, he's played more than 200 games in the NFL, has thrown for more than 400 yards for the first time in his career.
Really, this is the first time. Wow.
433 and counting.
How about that? Not only passed for 400 yards, but, kind of shattered it. 433 yards passing. How about it?
T. Higgins walking toward the sideline, helmet off, hands on waist. He's been incredible today. 7 catches, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns, plus a 2-point conversion.
Yossi's going to have to step up large. Jamar Chase and Yossi Vash are the 2 primary receivers at this point in time. Also into the football game for the Cincinnati Bengals is Tinsley.
The Bengals are down by 6 with 1:11 to go. Eerily similar to last week.
Very true.
But trying to win it instead of losing by 1.
Right.
Bears, by the way, have 2 timeouts left if the Bengals were to score quickly. Now you have to worry about that.
Yeah, got to take the clock. Consider that.
2 receivers left, 1 out to the right. Flacco in the gun, a protector on either side of him. He catches the shotgun snap, looking, throwing, caught, penalty flag down. Chase Brown hurdles high into the air like an Olympic gymnast and goes down at the 6. Byard with the tackle. The penalty flag is in the offensive backfield. It's on the Bears.
It's on the Bears. It's down the Bengals sideline at the 9-yard line, about 2 feet in bounds from the white marker. We'll see if the official make the call.
Use of hands to the face. Defense number 26.
Yeah.
The penalty's declined. Result of the play is a first down.
So you have right, illegal contact, hands to the face. How about Chase Brown?
All right.
Up and away.
63 seconds to go. 1st and goal from the 7. The Bengals trail by 6. Flacco in the gun back at the 12. Chase Brown in the backfield with him. Flacco hands it off. Chase Brown will be tackled for a loss. And the Bears will call a timeout with 58 seconds to go. A 2-yard loss on the play at a 2nd and goal from the 9.
Man.
448 passing yards and 3 touchdowns for Joe Flacco.
That is sick, man. That is crazy.
His previous career high, 389 passing yards many years ago.
Incredible day. Got to top it off, though. You don't want to have those kind of numbers and lose the football game. You want to have those kind of numbers, win the football game, go in the locker room, and celebrate like crazy with
second down and goal from the 9. 58 seconds to go. The Bengals trail the Bears by 6 points. 3 receivers right, 1 out to the left. Flacco ready for the shotgun snap. He catches. Short drop. Firing into the end zone. Caught by Andre Yosivash. The Bengals have tied it. Flacco raising both arms triumphantly. And now an extra point by Money Mac could give Cincinnati a 42-41 lead with 54 seconds to go.
And Joe Flacco just calmly slapping palms with teammates and coaches as he works his way to the Bengals bench. I'm telling you, man, there's ice water in that man's veins.
This 33-yard kick is for the lead with 54 seconds to go. Wagner ready to snap it back. Fires it back to Rico. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Bengals have scored 15 points in the final couple of minutes of the game and pulled ahead by 1.
Just saw a sign in the Bengals stands. Wacko for Flacco. Everybody is. What a throw. I mean, that was a BB, man. He threw a dart to the back of the end zone, right in the middle of the end zone. Joe Flacco's vision totally unimpaired. The pass protection was outstanding on that snap, and Yossi was not going to do anything but catch that football. And Joe Flacco triumphantly raises both index fingers, and Zach Taylor strolling up the Bengals sideline with a sly smile on his face like, we got you that time, boys.
2 touchdowns in 49 seconds with a recovery of an onside kick in between, giving Cincinnati a 42-41 lead, but leaving 54 seconds on the clock with the Bears having the opportunity to win the game on a field goal.
He walked by Joe Burrow, Joe Flacco did, and Joe Burrow said with the headset on, way to go, Joe. Joe Burrow's done that many times during his career as a high school, college, and professional football player. He knows what it's like. He knows the feeling Joe Flacco is experiencing right now.
457 yards and 4 touchdowns for Joe Flacco.
Jeez.
42 points on the board for Cincinnati. Here comes the kick from McPherson, lofts it high into the air. It is going to be caught at the 5, juggled momentarily, but it is being run back to the 26, and the tackle is made around the 27-yard line. Britton Brown on the run back. 50 seconds on the clock. Shamar Stewart has been ruled out. He's got a left knee injury.
Well, the Bengals sideline, coaches, players, everybody imploring the Bengals defense to have their best sequence, best series of the day. Everybody do what you're supposed to do. Don't try to do too much.
The Bears have 1 timeout left. They need to gain about 35 yards to have a shot at a game-winning field goal. Caleb Williams in the gun. 2 receivers out to each side. He drops back to throw. Williams in trouble. Begins scrambling right. He's still behind the line. He throws incomplete. Carter in coverage. Loveland was the intended receiver. And with 42 seconds to go, it's 2nd down and 10 at the 28.
Nice job by Carter right there. Barrett Carter plays the run and pass equally effectively. That's why Al Golden is so high on him. This kid has a bright NFL future. He's going to be around for a long time.
Longest field goal of Santos' career is 55 yards, so he does not have a gigantic leg. 2nd down and 10 for Chicago. Adunze goes in motion from right to left. Shotgun snap to Caleb Williams. Inches up in the pocket. Spins around. In trouble. Throws. Batted down at the line. 35 seconds to go. And it's 3rd down and 10. Osai got a piece of that throw from Caleb Williams.
2 more snaps. Come on, defense. What do you got, Al Golden? You got anything up your sleeve? You have any kind of a blitz package or any kind of configuration that might be a problem for Ben Johnson and Williams? If you got it, roll it out there right now, my man.
35 seconds left. Cincinnati 42, Chicago 41. The Bengals looking for one of the most miraculous wins in their 58-year history. Manungai in at running back. Shotgun snap to Caleb Williams. Here comes the rush. He spins, gets away from Osai. Still behind the line. Caleb Williams running. He is trying to run up the field. Gets to the 42. Gets tackled after running for the 1st down. 23 seconds to go. And the Bears will use their final timeout.
Man, I'll tell you what, Caleb Williams is as good as there is in the NFL in terms of distorting a pass rush. He gets players out of their pass rush lane as well as anybody I've ever seen. And then he makes them pay for it, man. This guy knows what he's doing when he tucks that football and runs.
All right, it's a 14-yard scramble. He did have to stay in the middle of the field, so it forces the Bears to call their final timeout.
Yep.
They have it at their own 42. They would need to get to about the 38 of Cincinnati to have a shot at a game-winning field goal. Santos attempted a 58-yarder last week and missed.
Third catch for Shakir on this.
Who's going to make a play?
About 20 yards from being within field goal range. 25 seconds left. Williams in the gun with Monungai to his left. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Bengals creeping up toward the line defensively. Adunze motions right to left. Williams drops back to throw. Here comes a blitz. Doesn't get home. Throw down the middle of the field. Caught. Loveland at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Chicago with 17 seconds to go. A 58-yard touchdown pass to tight end Colston Loveland. And the Chicago Bears are going to beat Cincinnati despite the heroics of Joe Flacco.
Incredible. Incredible. I mean, you score 42 points and you're going to lose. You're going to lose by 6. That's incomprehensible. And you have a quarterback that throws for over 400 yards and 4 touchdowns? Wasted? Ugh, frustrating. It's a frustrating game.
How about Colston Loveland?
Yeah.
Bears will go for 2, by the way, leading 47-42 with 17 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the math says that's an automatic right there. Go for 2 points. Go from a 5-point lead to a 7-point lead. If the Bengals do score a miraculous touchdown of some sort, the best they can do is tie and put it into overtime. Man.
They took the lead with 54 seconds to go. And the Bears score with 17 seconds to go. Incomprehensible.
37 seconds.
Williams drops back to throw. Fires, and it's incomplete for Loveland in the back of the end zone. With 17 seconds left, the Bears will have to kick it off, leading by 5.
Man. You go from the thrill of victory to the agony of defeat, just like the wide world of sports. That old TV show. I mean, it's Geno Stone. I don't know. It was Stone. It was Battle. It was Carter. Stone was the closest to him. I mean, who's going to make a play on that? Somebody has to make a play. Caleb Williams is the one that made the play.
And Jordan Battle was right there to make the tackle.
Yeah,
now, it would have been in field goal range.
Right.
He shouldn't have been that open under those circumstances, but there's no way that should have been a 58-yard touchdown.
And a fan holding up, I will not miss tackles over and over again in a written form on a piece of paper.
Like a kid writing on the blackboard being
punished by a teacher.
in elementary school.
Right. Yep.
Well, Charlie Jones has run 1 kickback for a score. Why not? 17 seconds left. This game's had everything else. How about a second kick return touchdown?
That would work.
Santos kicks it deep. Charlie Jones catches it about 7 yards deep and takes a knee. It'll put the ball at the 35. 17 seconds on the clock. Is it possible to go 65 yards for a touchdown?
I think at some point, and might be on this snap if they've got any razzle-dazzle laterals, trying to keep the ball alive, throwing it across the football field behind each other, all of that sort of thing. Try to pull something out of the fire, because the Bears, they're playing 3 deep. I mean, they're not going to get beaten over the top. You're not going to throw it over their head.
This might be a scoregami game. First time in NFL history that the final score has been 47-42, if that's what it turns out to be.
Really?
Might be. I don't know. I'm guessing. Seems likely.
Yeah.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. Drops back to throw. Buying time. Floats it downfield for Tinsley. Caught out of bounds by the Bears. So no interception for Nashawn Wright. And we've got 10 seconds to go.
Coming up on the final stages of the game. I mean, what's going through the mind of Joe Flacco right now? He puts together a hellacious performance. I mean, one for the ages. A guy 40 years old, no quarterback over 40 years old has done what he's done, I don't think, in a regular season game or a playoff game. I might be wrong on that, but, man, those numbers are astronomical.
Maybe Brady.
Could be.
10 seconds to go. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Cincinnati down by 5. Flacco throwing. It is caught. Jamar Chase sprinting toward the sideline. He gets out of bounds near midfield with 4 seconds left, meaning the Bengals will have a shot at a Hail Mary.
Hail Mary. One final snap. Can Joe Flacco get it in the end zone? Hell yeah. Can Joe Flacco get it in the end zone with elevation where they can fight for that contested catch? Hell yeah.
You know, under normal circumstances, no doubt. With a sprained AC joint, it'll be interesting to see. He's thrown it well, but he's got to launch it high and deep. Cincinnati at its own 48. 4 seconds on the clock. 2 defenders waiting down near the goal line for the Bears. 2 receivers out to each side. They snap it to Flacco. The Bears send pressure. Flacco rolling right, steps into a deep ball. It's not going to get close to the end zone. It is bobbled and intercepted by Wright, and he will go to the ground at the 28-yard line to end the game.
Yeah, and Joe Flacco had his arm hit as he was throwing that football, and it came out kind of waffling around a little bit. Didn't have enough juice in it.
One of the craziest games in the history of the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears comes to an end with Chicago winning 47-42. Stay tuned for the postgame show coming up on the Bengals Radio Network.
This is the Bengals Radio Network.
And the Bengals get a touchdown after all.
Bengals football has been brought to you by Paycor, proud to be the official HR software provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Fifth Third Bank. Score big with Bengals banking. Visit 53.com to join the roster and earn exclusive perks.